Greetings, programs. Welcome to Hydaelyn's Heroes, the Final Fantasy XIV Square Enix podcast, where whether you're Warrior Light or Warrior of Darkness, all are welcome on the star we call home. This is episode 25. It is the end of the MSQ shenanigans as we go into the final zone and dive into all that Sven is putting us through. We're going to dive right into it because there's a lot to get to. Plus, we also have a live letter to cover. So to join me, he is the Cinco de Papi. He is the priest to my Shantoto. He is the one and only Piers Harvey. What's up, my dude?
What's good? So wait, I'm Prish. That's fine. Okay.
I'm Shantoto.
I guess I'll be the unaging lolly elven character, and but then you
Miss
get to
Marvel hands?
Shantoto yeah. Look, I'm more about it like because it's like her raid boss form. She's like not
Sure.
She doesn't always have those really big stupid arms because they look really dumb. But like I guess maybe she like whatever. We can get to that when we get to there. I'm sure you got some nice pictures for the chat to check out and for the people who are out there watching
Maybe
on YouTube. But,
maybe we'll see.
Possibly it's there's a possibility. I would believe. But hi, hello, how you doing on this fine Monday evening?
Monday evening, yeah, because we couldn't go yesterday. A lot of shenanigans happened, and God, I was sick on Saturday, dude. I was deathly sick.
Yeah, it's been going around, dude. A lot of people I've been working with have been getting sick too. It's the season, dude. It's actually getting cold over here in Arizona. So
I know that means the winter is coming.
Winter is indeed coming.
It's cold in Arizona.
Sure.
Of course, cold in Arizona is what? 70s?
70s, yeah. It actually, I think I was like 68 today when I was driving to work.
Oh my goodness! Put on a parka.
Nuts. Yep.
All right, we got MSQ to get to, so let's dive into it. We just defeated Zoraljah, right?
Yes, we climbed to the top of Everkeep. We put his poor, undefined, not as well-defined character as should be ass down, and so we are ready to figure out what's going to happen here. Because it seems like we won, right? We should have won.
We did. We won, right? We defeated the king. Yeah. That's what Sven wanted. We saved her people. So all is done. We can all go home, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would assume so, right? But I don't think that's how it goes because that was only the level 99 trial. So
that was only level 99. So there's still more to come. And oh yeah, this is where Sven says, "Ha ha ha ha! I tricked you. I still intend to harvest all the souls and aether from all the reflections and the source to sustain my people, even though they're dead." But she says they're not because their memories are still alive. So. Oh, what you gonna do with a robot AI, huh?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
So she takes the key, and she floats that up through the portal that's above Everkeep, and she like disappears herself. So like we have like no choice but like, well, where the hell did she go? Like we don't know. No one knows.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, there seems to be some sort of like world temporal thing happening where she's gonna try to merge her plane with our plane or something. There's some sort of something going on because that artifact key thing is like obviously some sort of temporal transference thing, weird, bizarre science
interdimensional fusion device.
Yes.
So that's the what started this whole shenanigans with them coming into our world. But I guess the thing is that the whole Everkeep didn't come over because this is only like the bottom half. The top half is still on the other side. That's why I went up through a portal to where, I guess, wherever her reflection is. So
yes.
But we got to regroup because a lot of crap has happened. We got to check in with Tuliolol. Last we knew that they were under attack. We have no idea, how well Wook and the Warrior of Light technically don't know what has happened over there. They just know stuff happened. They don't know the aftermath because they couldn't just leave. So time to go back to Tuli and see how that all went. And we find out, Kona handed his business.
Yeah, I mean, he's the head of reason. He's the head of reason for a reason. That was unintentional.
Woo!
But yes, yeah, he was able to reason his way into a victory against the forces of Everkeep, Zoraljah, whatever.
Alexandria?
Yeah.
Forces of Alexandria.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we talked about last time, they formed a pact with Razadhan, got some dragons on their side, some good friends, and took care of business. So all is well in Thule. But we also got to take Guluja with us and kind of show him, hey, you have more family than just this a-hole that forsake you.
Correct.
You've got an uncle, you've got an aunt that care about you and want to, lead you on the right path. And I guess we also find out, we just really understand is like, oh yeah, by the way, you're the king now. You're the king of Alexandria.
It seems to be some sort of automatic transferal of power that happens in Alexandria, or Everkeep, whatever you want to call it, Heritage Found, whatever. So after Zorulja died, the system just automatically promotes Galulja to king. So now he has power. He cannot override everything that Sphne's doing.
Yeah.
Because I think she ultimately has like full power, but Galulja pretty much can do most things as a king. So pretty cool. Little Mamulja kid is now the king. So that's pretty sick.
I'm sure
I'm excited
that will
to see what
not
happens.
go to his head whatsoever.
No, I'm sure. I don't know. Well, again, we'll get to that when we get to the patch notes. But yeah, some interesting stuff seems to be going on. Not the patch notes, the live letter. Some interesting stuff's going on over there in Heritage Found. Might even get to see Galulja's mom.
Ooh. So I guess I forget how they determine. I mean, it's like the only other access point that they can really determine that there might be is the gate to the Golden City, right? So like, eliminating all other options, like this, it's got to be it.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, like that's where Kral's parents came through. That's where the voice of Sphene was heard by Zorulja, and this was all before Heritage Found even merged with the source, right? Yeah. So I guess everybody's figuring like, okay, that must be where she originates from, is past that portal in Cenote, the Skydeep Cenote. So I figure that's probably where they got to go, the Golden City, if you will.
Off we go. We got the keys to the outer door. Now the question is, how the hell do we actually get in the inner door? Because we don't have that interdimensional fusion device that opened it previously, right? I guess Zorulja didn't have that either, because he stole that during his attack. He went to the vaults and stole that at that point. So how did he? Oh, that's right. Sphene opened the door from the other side.
Sphene was there, and yeah, she just beckoned him in. Yeah, and of course Sphene's not going to open the door for us, so we've got to find another way to get in.
All right. Good thing Shale and Kryl have been working together to figure out this whole earring thing. And apparently Shale believes that inside the earring is basically an access code.
Yep. Seemed to have been given to her, or at least to her grandfather, Galuf, by her parents, Kral's parents. I don't even know if we know that yet. But, yeah. Some sort of Lalafellan couple gave Galuf a Lalafellan child, as well as in her swaddling clothes, I believe it was stated that this earring was found. So this earring must have some sort of connection to whatever plane of existence that Kral originates from, and her parents.
So we go down there, we try and use the earring, and it like works, but like the gate beeps at us like unauthorized user. So the key seems to be right, but it's like you are not the owner of this badge. You may not come in.
Yeah, we don't have the authority, as you will, to get through here. We have the key, but we don't have the authority. So we need to, pass it to, the king, the actual king,
the
with
royal
authority. Yes, correct. The biggest man, the only character who I need in Final Fantasy anymore. We don't even need the Warrior of Light. I just want to play as Galulja. Give me a Galulja standalone game.
I know, right? Can we get a Galulja race?
Yes.
They said no more races, but you know what? I think Momulja's on the docket.
Momulja would be pretty sick. I mean, look, you get to see like Zorulja as a Viper in one of the trials against Valagramanda. You can see him fight, so it's like they have animations.
Yeah.
For Momulja.
And
realistically, I wonder how many people would actually play Momulja though. Like, maybe a couple.
I might. I might make an oath like that.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
And they got male and female, so it's not like
They do.
they just put a little work in, put a little elbow grease. Huh?
Yeah, I wonder. They talk about not being able to wear hats or hairstyles. They don't even have any hair.
They don't have any hair. No, there's no hair. That's a good point. You don't have to worry about hairstyles because there is no hair.
True.
They're just scales.
Exactly. What would they? I wonder if they. I don't know. Maybe some like patterns or like tattoos or like something you can give Mulja as a reward.
Or hardened scale stuff. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? So earring plus Gulu Jaw equals open gate. Hooray!
Correct. Victory.
All right, victory. So the gate is open. We got to figure out who's going to be the exploration party, right? So
yes.
I mean, Warrior of Light, duh. Aaronville, because we think his mom's over there. / he's our gleaner explorer. So okay. Wook's got to come because she's been with us the entire time. Kryle's got to go, right? Because
I mean, this is where she's from, so 100%. If anybody goes with us, it's her.
Yeah.
But of course, the others have to shoe themselves in because, of course, they do. But whatever.
Yeah. That leaves basically what we I think is just one spot left. I feel so bad for Alice. She really wanted to come.
Can you imagine a game where we're left behind, where it's like, we don't need you for this one, and they go in and they just never come back, and it's like, we probably should have went with them. Oh, the world's being invaded by this fucking other plane of existence. Shit, damn, we should have went. Crap.
I mean, well, I think it's kind of weird that they didn't all just go anyways, but
no,
I guess the thought that you got to protect the other side of the portal, a la like kind of Stargate. You don't want. You want to be able to have a safe exit strategy, I guess, is the key.
I suppose so. And I understand that when it came to like the 13th portal, because like, Void Scent are an actual threat.
Sure.
But like, well, I guess we didn't really know it was going to be on the other side of this portal, to be fair. I guess we could have went through and fucking there could have been the Void Scent equivalent of that.
We knew that there was a whole military thing going on in Solution 9 Heritage Found, so why couldn't there just be the same thing with this Golden City?
True. I would have liked Alice to go though. She's my favorite Scion, so it is what it is. Though
they just she seems so sad, and even the option dialogue is like, "I'm so sorry." Like I wanted to console her, I wanted to hug her, and be like,
"Yep."
Oh, but of course it's our boy. He's infatuated with Warrior of Light. Graha's coming with us.
Yeah, let him have his adventure. Ever since he came back from the first, like, he's wanted to go on an adventure, and he did. We did all of Endwalker with the boy. All right, that was his adventure, but he gets more, I guess. So it's fine. Alex has been with us since the fucking carriage ride at the beginning of 2.0.
Yeah,
so
she's been with us a long time.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we get in, and boom, living memory, or as I put it, XIV's version of Las Vegas.
I think it's nicer than Las Vegas, personally. Yeah, it doesn't seem as crummy. There's not a lot of like nudity going on, unfortunately. Maybe not. There needs to be more nudity.
Yes,
like
the underbelly. That's the underbelly of living memory.
Giving out coupons and shit. Yeah. But no, okay. Yeah, it's.
I know we have Golden Saucer, which is Las Vegas, whatever.
Actual Vegas, yeah.
It's like a casino. This is Las Vegas. Like these are multiple parts. Like you got the Venetian, you got Circus, you got the Mirage with the volcano, you got a whole planetarium, botany, animal zoo thing going on. So like, there's a lot of attractions here. There's a lot of.
I suppose, yeah. I could, if you want to take it from like an attraction standpoint, I guess I agree with what you're saying. If Las Vegas had like a nice botanical garden, then maybe I'd agree with you. But it's in the middle of the desert. Do they really have a botanical garden? I don't know. Maybe
they have the sphere.
They do have the sphere. Yeah, maybe there's a garden inside the sphere. Somebody tried to climb that thing, apparently.
Oh my god, idiot.
Yeah.
I hope they got arrested. Anyways, so this was originally constructed as recreation for the Alexandrians, and later had to be repurposed into facilities for the Endless. So they were just becoming less people and more endless, so they had to swap that out.
Yeah.
So we get to meet Constancy, which is our guide, butler, whatever. And he instructs us to visit the Meso terminal at the center of the whole map, to meet with Sphene, the queen, because that's what we're here for, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what is Sphene's deal? Can we reason with her or not? What's going on here?
No, I don't think so. I think at this point she's basically telling us when we get to the terminal that she is going to basically completely delete her personality because it's just easier for her that way. I think if she deletes her personality and just kind of gives this protocol where it's like, okay, because you can tell she feels guilty about what she wants to do, and so she figures that if I just remove my empathy, that'll just be easier for everybody. It'll save my people. I'm doing my duty as the queen, and I can do it with a free conscience because I won't have a conscience anymore. So that's basically her plan. So that's kind of the deal. So
who I kill and harm to facilitate the continued existence of her people, quote unquote. I keep saying people, quote unquote, because like they're dead. They're just memories.
It is. It's an interesting discussion we can have, especially as we go a little bit further into this zone about like the ethical side of this, because it's a really hard call. I think any of us who have lost a loved one and could possibly bring them back, even in a memory form, would probably do it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like, it's tough, but she is the queen, and she feels like she does feel like these are people, whether or not they are living, breathing people. She still feels like they're people, even if it's just their minds or their memories, whatever. So she's willing to sacrifice everything. She's willing to burn the world down if it means that she can save her people. So,
fair enough.
No, there's no reasoning with her.
There's no reasoning with her. Yeah. So she started. We can't even like attack her. Like the whole system is like shut down. Like she's like no access to her once she goes into this mode. She's starting a countdown to delete her memories, start the process of the interdimensional fusion, and just start absorbing all the aether, all the souls of all the shards and the source. Be damned who it hurts. Yep. So now we gotta figure out a way. So we go back to the maid hub, and we're greeted by a really pretty face. She's my top 2. She's my number 2. Okay. Kakiwa.
Yeah, Aaron Vold's sister, right?
No, mom. It's his mom.
Okay, dude. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
I am assuming she died young.
Fair.
I'm assuming she died young.
Line,
so
you know what I mean?
Hey,
like, you Aaron Vold's sister, dude?
Hey, yeah. Aaron Vold's sister. I see the resemblance. Hey. Yeah. Hey, Aaron Vold. You mind if I tag with you? That's my mom, dude.
She is super cute. I agree with you. I don't know, man. It's just weird because there clearly is some very mom and son interactions that go on between the two of them, and it's kind of hard to believe when they just look like they're the same age. That's the problem I have with Viera as a whole. All right, that's the whole elven thing where they don't age, and it's a little weird. Okay, yeah. But that's just my stance on it.
All right, this is off the rails, but ever seen the movie In Time?
I don't think so.
Justin Timberlake. Time is the currency.
No.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
There's a premise where you don't die. Time is your currency. You basically stay immortal as long as you have time on your clock. So, Justin Timberlake and Olivia Wilde, they're both beautiful people. Olivia Wilde's his mom, but they're both like, it's just weird. It's just weird. Like.
It's one of those, like Back to the Future with Marty McFly and his mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. But they know that they're mom and son, but like they don't look like they should be mom and son. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's a little funky. There's a lot of stories like that, right? Of like the immortal going back. Like I don't know if you ever played Lost Odyssey. Incredible game, by the way. That absolutely needs to be fucking remastered or brought to the new consoles because it's a great game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a game about a 2,000-year-old immortal who has had many wives and many kids, and as he lives, you get to experience these little vignettes where you get to go back and live some of his memories that he's had, and some of them are about like him going and meeting his like elderly children, and he's still the same age, and it's just kind of one of those things. So Yeah, we really went on a tangent here, but that's kind of, it's how I feel about Aaron Vol and his mom. They just look like the same age. It's a little weird.
Well, one thing that I've noticed, and maybe you didn't, between these two is like, I feel like their emotional showings are like stunted for whatever reason, and maybe it's because they had been away from each other for so long.
That's 100% what I believe. I believe it's just that they barely know each other anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for Kakiwa, it's been over 30 years because she was stuck in the bubble, right? So it's been
let's say
over 30 years,
40, 50
plus
years.
the time they've been away. Yeah, plus the time that Ellen Eshpia has been away at Aaronville. So
I love that name, Ellen Eshpia.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Aaronville doesn't like it though. Anyways, so yeah, it was a little weird. Like I figured that there'd be like tears, like "Mom, you're dead," but and like her, like "I'm so sorry, son," but like there was just none of that. It was just made it really awkward for me. I was like,
it's a little weird, but you can tell as we go through this zone, Aaronville starts to break down a little bit.
Yeah, just
and by the end of it, he's like he's actually pretty distraught because like Kakiwa is all on. She's like, yeah, we got to shut this shit down. Like clearly this can't happen. You need to do it for the betterment of the world, not just like not just your plane, but like every plane, the first, all of it, 13th, all of it. It's gonna be gone if you don't do this now. We have to do it, and like she's expecting everybody to be on board with this, and for the most part we are. But Ellen Vol is just like, you can't ask me to do this. You cannot ask me to end your existence. Like I cannot believe that you're pretending like everything's okay. Like it's actually kind of heartbreaking if you think about it too much.
Yeah.
So,
but that's her plan. Is like, if we shut it all down, then there's no more endless. There's no reason for her to go through with the plan, right? I mean, that sounds logical, right?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, she's still going to try to do it because, I mean, she probably figures that not just the Endless, but like everybody in Heritage Found are probably her people. And, if she does this, then even when they die, the people who are living in Solution 9 now, then they can become Endless and then they can keep going forever. So I'm sure there's probably still something there for her to do, which is why, I mean, we have a boss fight after we shut down everything, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right, so first stop is Canal Town. And this is kind of where we're sent here to just kind of understand their perspective. And by theirs, I mean the Endless and Sphyn's perspective, like that they're still quote unquote people, because they are living lives. They are trying to meet their loved ones and friends and interact and do things and eat and whatnot. It's all really kind of surreal, but very interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very much a situation where these people are living lives when they felt like they had, how do I explain this? Their age is the age that they're like the most vibrant, that they had the best memories of. So like kids will be kids if maybe they died as a child, or even maybe they just lived their life but they never had a good childhood, so they just, when they come back as Endless, they're children because that was their best time of their life. You get a lot of like our age people, a little bit younger, who are just looking for their wife, or they fell in love with somebody and never had the guts in their life while they were alive to propose, and now they have this chance in this world that was created for them to live that perfect life that they dreamed of. So
I mean, we meet Wook's handmaiden, Nania. What was her name?
Namia,
something like that.
Something like Namika, maybe it's Namika, something like that. Yeah, we know who you're talking about.
But yeah, we see her there, and she's looking a lot young, a lot younger. So they have a nice moment together. I think it's us and Graha go around, and we meet people, and we're told to sample food, kind of reminiscent of Solution 9 a little bit, where we sample food there. Yes. But here the food tastes like nothing to us, but yet everyone's still so enthused that we tried the food. So,
well, they think we're Endless as well. They're not. Do they? I mean, I know Kakiwa knows we're not. Yeah, I mean, but I think everybody else thinks we're Endless, and so to them, because the food to them tastes good because it's data, and they're basically data, and so the data, when they eat it, their brain is telling them, okay, I'm eating this popcorn, but to us it's literally tasteless because it's nothing, it's just data.
Yeah.
So
they're eating a battery like and we're like, it tastes like copper.
Exactly. Yummy. Copper's good. Eat a penny.
Top, right?
Yeah. But I don't know where I was going with that. But yes, they're just so happy because they just, again, this is like a utopia to them. So like they're just happy when people are happy. So if we eat it and we pretend that we're having a good time, then they're having a good time. And
nice.
Yeah, that's just how people work here. But
all right, and I think this leads into like your cutest of all the in all the expansion, right?
Where it's a little strange. Okay, I never thought that I'd go for Duskwhite Ellison, but you know it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So Graha sees a man frantically searching for something. Apparently, he has lost his engagement ring. A monster of some sort, digital or whatnot, stole his ring and ran off with it. So we help him get it back. But this ring is for a loved one, and it's for a loved one that he hasn't seen for centuries, because apparently not because of the power limitations they're currently having, not everyone of the Endless are available to be down and active at one time. So like everyone kind of gets a turn, and then they go back up into the cloud for storage. So this guy has held on to this engagement ring, waiting and hoping that he's matched up with his long lost love so that he can finally propose to her when he didn't have a chance in death.
Yep.
And this is your cutest.
Yeah. The girl that he wants to propose to is just super duper cute. She's just a super cute Duskwhite Ellison, and I don't know, I just think she's pretty, and it's super cute. You know, I don't know, it's romantic. I'm a sucker for romance. Okay, so you know, yeah.
But you also see that like even if we shut these down, I think this is where like you're like, oh yeah, there's so many more endless souls up in the cloud somewhere. We're just shutting down the amusement park.
Yes. So
that there won't be, you know, a place for the endless to activate and live their lives. So yeah. This is also where we have a romantic moment with the Warrior of Light and Graha as they're treated to a gondolier ride.
Of course. I'm sure if you what's the word? Fan fiction. If you headcanon you're a Warrior of Light to be with Graha, then there's something there. Have fun with that. You know, but it's a bro gondolier ride for me. You know,
well,
just
for
bro.
You.
We're
sure.
Just bros, bro. Yeah.
I mean, in my head, like I think he really does love us like that. But like, dude, I'm straight. I'm sorry.
Out of all the Scions, besides maybe Alice, I could see there being romantic interest.
Sure.
Mostly with Graha. I think there's probably something there.
Male or female. I don't think he cares. He loves us so much.
Yes. I think canonically it's more just admiration. But again, I could see if you really wanted to headcanon yourself with Graha, then headcanon yourself. I don't care. That's fine. Do your thing. Whatever.
We finally get to the water control unit, water terminal. Shut it down, and we truly end the lives of many endless and the entire amusement park at Canal Town.
Yeah, it's super sad. I don't really know what we're doing with this, to be honest, because like the whole point of us going around and meeting these endless is to like, I literally don't know. I don't know what the purpose of it is, because we know we're going to shut them down. So maybe it's just like one last hurrah, one last like no, maybe we'll keep their memory inside of our brains or something, so they live on in us or something. I don't know what the whole purpose, because yes, we end up shutting it down, and the whole Canal Town is completely shut down. All of it was all a illusion by Electrope anyway. So when we're shutting down the system, we shut down the Electrope controlling it, and it literally goes barren. It is like a gray, black wasteland of Electrope now. No more fountains or rivers or canals or anything. It is just flat, black, boring. And this is actually going to continue for the rest of the zone. Permanently, in fact. You will never see the nice living memory ever again. Unless you New Game Plus cheese it. If you go back and you New Game Plus, you can see it all again, and it's great. You just never complete the New Game Plus, and then
you take your alt and you just stay there. Oh yeah, you New Game Plus it, and we just go there, and then when you're done, you leave. You're fine. So you have an option to see it again as its former glory. But yeah, it's kind of interesting for a whole zone where you're basically turning it off, like.
Yep. I think it's thematic to the point of what the devs are trying to tell us, that we are shutting these people down, and it is permanent, which includes the zone permanently shutting down. So when we are quote cutting these lives short, like you feel it because it's permanently affecting the world, and it's something we have to live with forever. We don't get this back. We won't get these people back, these memories back. But it's all an illusion anyway. Even these people are technically illusions. They're not who they truly are. They're not their flesh and blood thinking kind of thing. Even though they are kind of thinking, it's super vague.
Yeah.
But,
makes you also feel weird about going back to the zone for fates and farming of gathering nodes and stuff. You're like, why is there still stuff here? Like,
damn
barren,
well
but
that
it's like
the roulette map that we get, right? The treasure map roulette zone. You know how it was Elpis and Endwalker. It's gonna be living memory in fucking Dawntrail, and so we're gonna be just going there and then getting to a portal, and I don't know. We're probably gonna be taking to like.
Would be really cool if they did some like story beats inside there.
That'd be pretty sick.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, but
all right. Second stop, Yesterland. I was not a big fan of this area. I found this to be kind of like I think I dozed off a couple times here.
I don't know. It's like the theme park. I vaguely remember what we do here.
Of Las Vegas.
This is where we meet Otis, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. His first time dying Otis, because
so he doesn't have his memories of being Android Otis because Android Otis didn't get uploaded to the thing. That was the whole purpose, right? Of being sad when he died, because like he died for real.
Yeah.
But this is like his memory like before he got uploaded to the cyborg body. I don't know.
I think that he went up like to the cloud, like his memories got stored, and they made a copy and put into the robot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
So it appears like a whole carnival land with a mock-up castle. And we get word of an old-fashioned knight that might be familiar to us. Ends up being Otis. He's, again, in the flesh, so he's not robot form. But his job is to put on the founding celebration play. Basically telling the story of how Alexandria was founded and their wars and fights they've had with rival nations.
This is very clearly an allusion to I Want to Be Your Canary from Final Fantasy IX, the play that is at the beginning of the game. The play that Vivi goes to see, and it's when Zidane and Tantalus kidnapped Garnet. It's supposed to be an allusion to that very clearly, which we do end up having to perform, and it's kind of cute. We get to be in the play. Doesn't Wuklamok get to be in the play too? I can't remember.
Yeah, so first off, like apparently because of the whole power situation like we talked about with Canal Town, that not everyone can be down and activated at once. It's so bad, like there aren't a lot of endless to see the play. So we actually have to get dressed up to drum up business, I guess. So and get people. So we get to be in dumb animal outfits. And go recruit people to come see the play, even though they've already seen it. And then we get dragged into being participants in the play.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's not enough people. It's just Otis.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to. Exactly. Yeah, we're like the only other people that can. Because a lot of children are in this area. This is where a lot of the kids of of living memory are. So, this is where they hang out and have fun. And, I think it'd be kind of cool to live in a theme park, at least for a while.
Yeah. At least for a while until, ad nauseum 30,000th time you've had to do the same thing over and over.
True.
So the play goes on. And while Wuklamot and the Warrior of Light reveal them are fighting as two opposing factions, fake wise it is for play. Otis then remembers his real life and failing to protect the queen, and he kind of freezes on stage.
That's right. Yeah, he's like having like a Vietnam flashback of like actually not being able to save Sphene, like back when she actually died and then got uploaded to the cloud, Lamau.
I think that wasn't even Sphene, I think that was his queen.
Oh, you think it's Queen?
Yeah, because Sphene died of illness.
Did she?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she got sick, and I don't know if it was Levin sickness or not, but she got sick and she died from the sickness.
I forgot Levin sickness was even a thing, dude. Talk about a plot point that just got dropped.
I know, right?
Okay.
Maybe it'll come back.
Maybe, yeah. I could see that kid coming back who's like actually sick.
Yeah, now because now all we have to do is take him out of the damn dome.
Yeah, like why don't you come live into like Tuliala and like not die?
Yeah, not die. You know, you'll feel a lot better.
Or you could live. I don't know. Let's take him to Garlemald. We need more Garleans, okay? Welcome to Garlemald, kid.
Well.
No, but okay. So it was Sphene's mom. It was the Queen Brain Brahan that he failed to protect. Okay, yeah.
We don't. Sure. You played more 9 than I have, so I mean.
That's the weird looking like elephant woman.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
I know about her. So Wook improvises to save the play, and I felt really bad. Like it felt really cringy. So I'm guessing it was intentional.
Probably
this part of game direction. I don't know, but I just kind of turned away from this part. I remember like feeling like, ooh, like that kind of hurts my soul.
Yeah, well, cool. Here's the thing. The cringe doesn't stop with Wooklamot here. Let's put it that way. So, if it was intentional, then they did a great job. Look, I'm not a Wook hater. Okay, she's fine. I seriously hope that they give her better characterization in the upcoming patches because she was definitely like just like straight up just like Naruto believe it, like I'm gonna save the world, friendship is my power.
And for people that bash the voice actors or actor, I'm not sure where they are on that spectrum, but I thought the voice was fine. I thought it fit her as a character. My issue was with direction and the script, the choice of dialogue, the direction, like what's going on, like what you should be emphasizing and what kind of emotions you should, like the director of all that dialogue should have been like, no, we're looking for a little bit more morose, a little bit more, not as surprised and upbeat maybe in this part. So I'm going to blame that on the director of the dialogue there.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I like Wook a lot. I remember back, this was way back, probably like when we were, it was the balloon ride to Yachtel.
Yes. Okay.
And she wanted to hold our hand because she was afraid to go flying in this blimp, and it was super sweet. And I really liked Wooklamot in that moment. So I do like the character a lot, but I do feel like the direction and the script was a little bit lacking. And I hope they do better. I know they can do better. This is the FF people we're talking about. They know how to do a good story. So I'm hoping that they salvage it in the edit. I mean, not the edit, but the patches, which is the edit. So I hope they save it, which they will.
And again, I understand it's a big thing to go from Endwalker to Dawntrail. You basically have to wipe away and start a new saga. That's hard. Like even the Marvel Cinematic Universe has had troubles with wiping that clean and starting fresh. So I get that there's issues with that. So
for sure.
Not everything could be top tier. You got to bring it back down and, kind of ramp back up again. Okay. So this is part 1.
Yeah, it's part 1.
I'm hoping it'll get better.
I am looking forward to it. In the video that we got for the live letter looks kind of cool. So
yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's get to the MSQ.
Back on point though. So we let Otis know that his realm lives on. Alexandria still technically lives on. He had a robot form. He served valiantly, and he's like, oh, okay. And he kind of gets to have peace with himself. Because he was so distraught about his queen dying, but his robot form of himself, put up a great effort and protected the second queen. That's it. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I mean, we shut down the thing, and then
shut down the geoterminal.
It's super sad again.
Yep.
For the first one, we got to see the couple, who are engaged. They were together in their final moments, and here we get to fucking see Otis. He's playing with the children, and they all fade away. It's super fucking sad because, of course, it is.
Yeah,
I mean, it is designed to make us feel bad.
Yeah.
So
many tears.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know why they made why are we needing to form these connections? Let's get to the terminal.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I literally, let's not know any of these people, so it doesn't feel bad to shut down their lives. Smile.
Smile.
I don't know that. Well, that's fascist thinking.
If you thought the tears were done, the third stop, Asile Volcan. This is where we meet Kryle's parents.
Of course it is. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Just remember to kick over New Game Plus to re-enable Disney World. Nice.
Correct. New Game Plus to re-enable Disney World. Yes, that is proper etiquette for this. Yes.
So this is where we meet Kryle's parents, Alayla and Robor. And she has, I mean, to be fair, she doesn't know these people.
Nope. She does not. They're just her bio parents.
Yeah.
I mean, her dad was Galoof. I mean,
yeah.
Her grandpa, quote unquote, but that's who raised her, so it's her foster dad, right?
Yeah. So once we meet up with them, initial conversations prove a little awkward. Like, where do you even start? Like, hey, by the way, I've had my entire life. You know nothing about it. This is what I'm doing. What was your life like? I don't even know who you are. Like, how do you even start with that? Like, I couldn't imagine.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I know my biological parents.
Yeah.
So all you out there in the chat who are like, maybe adopted and then found out who your bio parents are, like, how was that? Because it must be really, really daunting and scary.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of felt for, and that's how they want you to feel in this moment. They want you to feel bad and awkward about the situation. And that's when our boy Graha has the greatest idea in the world.
Yeah. What breaks the ice better than ice cream?
Of course. Even if it's ice cream that tastes like fucking nothing. Yeah.
The Gold Star ice cream. What is it? Four scoops of ice cream cone? Something like that?
I mean, it looked fucking good. I'll tell you that.
Good. It did look good.
Yeah.
I wanted ice cream after that. I was like, God damn. I think I did get some ice cream when I
you got to. It looks so good. I've seen an edit of like that scene where Graha like takes the whole ice cream cone and eats it and all in one bite. He like takes this gigantic, he extends his mouth. Yeah, it's the stupidest fucking thing, and all the people are like looking at him like he's actually insane. Like Kryle and his parent and her parents are just like, dude, what are you doing? It's like really stupid. But yeah.
But apparently it does break the ice. Maybe that with some weird facial expressions and smiles, but it does break the ice to start talking. And they kind of get down to business, like, what were you doing? What's been going on? They talk about interdimensional fusion, how they originally started out in a completely different world and got transported to Alexandria, or her reflection, in a land that was called, I'm gonna butcher this, Malala. Yeah, does that sound about right?
Malala, yeah. From what I understand, this is the source. I think they were on the source. I'm pretty sure they were source natives.
Yeah, that's what we're led to believe with this and the museum we're about to go through. So
yeah.
We think that they were from the source. Their lands were going through a calamity where they froze, which we believe is the sixth umbral calamity. So it's still like thousands of years in the past. Yeah. And then when they got to Alexandria, lightning threatened their reflection, and they tried to use the same interdimensional fusion key, and it just didn't work for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're the one that brought that weird looking goblet key thing. Like, they found it somewhere on the source.
Yep.
And it was their prayers that activated it, and then it took them to the ninth. I think we're calling it the ninth.
Yoshi confirmed it is the ninth.
You confirmed it's the ninth. Okay, so yeah, took them to the ninth, and then on the ninth, of course, they can't catch a break, dude, because another calamity is happening to them, and so they have to try something new, and it just doesn't work for them that time. So,
to save both themselves and their people, and all the people that they've now grown to know. They decided to work with Preservation, who was working on the Endless and whatnot. Only to find out that their true aims were disingenuous, that they weren't there to save. They were there to harness and weaponize, and maybe start interdimensional fusing and absorbing aether and souls to keep things going.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe this is where that all started. This is where she got the idea.
Yeah.
Goddamn Preservation people.
Feels bad.
So this is why they fled, and they brought their baby girl to the source, so they could have their baby survive what was coming.
Give her a better life, yeah.
It's all really sad. It's really sad. Like, I'm happy that she got to meet him, but like, it's super awkward. It's so super awkward.
It's super awkward, yeah. But yeah, it was a super nice moment for Kryl, who has gotten almost nothing for like since Heaven's Word when she was introduced. Mm-hmm. She hasn't gotten a lot of character development at all. So actually getting like some solid character development with her and her parents was super cool to see.
I don't know. I got some good character development during Eureka.
Yeah. Well, yes.
Not everyone's done Eureka.
And that is optional content. So yeah, you don't get to experience that. Most people haven't experienced that, I would say, especially newer players to the game. Mm-hmm. So that's unfortunate. Go do Eureka. It's a lot of fun, actually, even in 2024.
It's actually not bad. It's not bad. Especially if you have like one or two friends doing it. It's really, it's actually a lot of fun.
And there are groups in there still doing it. There's Discords, there's link shells. Like, go do Eureka.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
stuff.
All
right. After that, though, it's time to head into the Malala Museum. And you basically get to learn about the people and what happened. And it's just kind of a weird schooling, education, and quizzing thing going on in there.
Kind of bizarre. I don't remember the last time that like I actually had to pay attention to what was going on in dialogue. And then, dude, because on my alt, I was skipping through everything, and then I get to this part, and I'm like, I have no effing idea what's going on. So I don't know, like if I had to like light some lamps or like some torches, and then like not light other ones, and like I was getting it wrong, like bro.
Yeah, they wanted you to light them based on what was true and what was not, but also in chronological order.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, good times.
Hey, look, I did pay attention on my first time. Okay,
there was there was a side quest in Azem Steppe where you had to pay attention to what the various merchants wanted, and then when you went back to the quest giver, you had to basically let him know exactly what they wanted. And I think I still have the quest on my journal entry because like I was like, I didn't pay attention to any of that. I skipped all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go back and actually do that and actually pay attention. Yay. Oh, so yeah, this is where we really find out that it seems that Malala was part of the source before teleporting to Alexandria on the 9th. What did I put here in the notes? After time with Krau's parents learning about her people, it's time to shut down the fire terminal. So, we got some bonding time in. We got some education time in. Shut it down. More tears.
We're shutting her down. And it's super sad again because you get a scene of Krau's parents and they're like holding hands and they're like proud of their daughter and they just fade away. Yep. Yeah.
So sad.
It's effing sad.
Like that's one where like, okay, I really wish we did have more time because like they should get some time to get to work some things out,
Yep.
But
this is in my opinion, this is a direct reflection of what's happening with Arenvel and his mom right now because Kryl and her parents didn't really know each other very well, and it was still super sad to see him go. And Arenvel and Kakiwa actually had a relationship, and
strained it might have been.
Yep. And well, the next node happens to be where Kakiwa's information is stored. So this next one is going to be the not the penultimate one, but the ultimate one. This is it. This is where she's going out. So,
Laz in chat, the expansion is riddled with mommy daddy issues.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, it is.
It sure is, I would say. Zerolja, yes. Even family issues in general, Wuklamat and
Bakul Jaja and his family.
Bakul Jaja and his mom and dad and his whole tribe putting that pressure on him. And yeah, it sure is a daddy issue kind of thing, isn't it? Mommy daddy issue. Huh.
Yeah. Family, man. It's rough. Yeah. Family and generations. Yeah, that's what this expansion is about. My goodness.
Yeah.
All right, so fourth stop, Windspath Gardens. So this one's a little bit easier. It's more about botanical gardens and a zoo more than anything. Kind of a good, perfect place for Kakiwa and Aaronville to kind of bond, because you know they were like explorers and a gleaner. Like this is what they're about, like learning about and finding new things.
Yeah, they're very passionate about flora and fauna, and you can see that coming through. And you can see Kakiwa trying to get Aaronville excited. Like she is like, "Oh, look at all this cool stuff, dude! Like, do you remember the time when we would go and we would explore, blah blah blah?" And he's just not having it. He's just like, "Please, like I know what's coming. Don't do this." You know what I mean? Like I just want to get this over with.
Yeah,
it's really sad. It's super sad.
But he does find something that does pique his interest, and like he thinks it's a scalekin. It's one of those artichoke.
Oh yes,
artichoke armadillos from the first that we've seen. But he was there on in living memory, and he thought it was a scalekin, and Mom's like, no, I think what you're describing is more like a beastkin. And they went and they together went and saw this animal, and they like hashed out its etymology. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
they're getting together, they're having a time. This is good.
Kind of see a little shadow of what they used to be when they were like actually together. It's kind of cute.
I think this is also where we kind of get the revelation that Kakiwa was also part of Gulu Jaja's crew, and she was around there during the time of Galuf. And this is part of why she nudged Aaronville to go with Galuf to go to Charlene, so he could explore new lands and see a bunch of different things. Because he had spent time trying to find the Golden City, but like, I want you to go further. I want you to go and see more than I did.
Yeah.
Then we come to a final ride on some non-flying beasts. What were these animals again? I don't even remember.
These were 100% coconut dogs. What are they called? The coconut doggies. I can't remember the name.
Coconut dogs.
Yes, the rodent thing. Why can't I think about this? Somebody in chat, help me, please. Help. They are
the capybaras?
Capybaras. They were capybaras. Yes, they were 100% capybaras.
Okay.
Yep.
Roos? They weren't kangaroos.
No, they were capybaras.
They were capybaras.
I remember because we can get this mount if we do that stupid snake fate.
Okay.
And,
so yeah, we got to do one final ride on some capybaras. This also led to some bonding time because only 3 people were allowed to go on this ride. So it ended up being Kakiwa, Aaronville, and Warrior of Light.
Us, because we have to be that awkward third wheel dude. Just, yeah. Mom issues. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so Ruse is Rous. This is a Princess Bride reference. Rodents of unusual size.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. The scene from the swamp. I forget what it's called. The flaming swamp or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That's my favorite movie of all time, by the way. So I should know this,
Princess
but
Bride
it's been too long since I've seen it.
All right. So with that, bonding time complete. It's really sad, but Kakiwa, like, is it Kakiwa that pushes Aaronville to shut it down, or Aaronville's like, no, I need to shut this down? Is he the one that initiates it?
I can't remember. All I remember is just there's resentment there, where it's like, how could you ask me to do this?
And I think by the end he's all like, okay.
Yeah, he comes to the realization
I need to do this.
Yeah.
So he shuts it down. Aero terminal's offline. Kakiwa's gone. All the flora and fauna are gone. The entire zone is just brown, black, desolate.
Sure is.
So all that's left is to hack the meso terminal and get it done, right?
The main terminal. Yep.
All right. Well, as soon as we get that done, interdimensional fusion has been initiated. We've got limited time. We've got to go. So we are
on the clock now.
So we gotta go.
No more gallivanting with random people who are just going to be killed in 5 minutes anyway.
So weird and dumb. Like, at least like I understood with the Tempest, and Amnestus Ander that was created. Why, learning about.
There was a purpose of learning about the ancients in Amarot. Like, there's a reason for that.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that. Anyways, this is gonna get me incensed. Anyways, so we got to go hack the Gibson. Anybody know that reference? So
Mel Gibson? No, I don't.
So we find that there's a program left to us by Kakiwa. It lets our souls go into the system so we can shut it down from the inside, because we can't do anything from the outside to shut it down.
Bro, whatever. So are we like Tron now? Or are we like the Matrix? Like, if we die, so if we die in here, we die in real life. Yes. Like, it's got to be.
Yes, okay, that's exactly what's going on. Yep. So
our bodies just left behind. Like,
So
is anybody watching over us?
I think. I'm not. I think Aaronville just watches over us. Right?
Maybe.
Because I mean, if there's a trust, it's just Wook, Graha, us, and.
Oh right, yeah, for the
Kryl. So Aaronville's just watching over our bodies.
Which, by the way, if this is all not real, how are we getting tombstones out of this? If we're just going whatever, you don't think about it too hard, okay?
I don't think it's a
how
video
do we
game.
get any loot out of this thing if it's just a computer
video
or whatever?
Yeah, they're just accessories anyways. You get replaced real quick.
Nice.
Okay, so last dungeon. This is Alexandria, or what was left in Spheen's imagination, what Alexandria was and is. What are your overall thoughts on Alexandria before we get into like the bosses?
So it's very clearly that we're this is funny enough that we're making a lot of allusions to Shadowbringers here, because this is just the Amarot dungeon of this expansion. We are literally walking through Alexandria as it's being destroyed by this lightning plague or the calamity. So it's
and the
literally
tribes that are fighting over Electrope.
Yeah, people fighting over Electrope. Yeah, it's literally just we're going through the memories of this land that we won't ever get to experience, which kind of sucks because Alexandria is pretty dope. But I think it's cool. It's a cool dungeon. I mean, the music is sublime.
Oh, awesome.
So there's that.
Yeah, music's great.
It was shown in the trailer of. Actually, it was shown in the not just the trailer of the expansion, but the job action trailer too. The music was in there. So yeah, I've always liked that music. It was really sick. But
all right, first boss, Antivirus X. Only has like a couple things, but they were layered in such a way makes a quite an interesting fight. You got layering of frontal and side cleaves with cross and donut pulses.
Oh, people get plastered in this boss, dude.
I
people
know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Even now, that people get plastered. It's fantastic.
I even put a note here. I kind of wish we had more interesting combos like this with like tank busters and stacks. There's also like you have a stack and then you had a tank buster, so you had to split. So I kind of wish there was some more interesting stuff. Like can we have a pulsing stack and a tank buster hit, and then they have to we're taking pulses, but like as soon as the tank buster gets hit, he's got to come join us. Otherwise, we're just gonna get takes the edge off the pulses. Get some stuff. Layer some cool stuff there. Let's go, Square. Come on, you can do it.
Layering is cool. it's another instance of like a case where maybe they'll be doing a side AoE, but we have to be in a donut on the side. So like we have to like trick our brains into being like, okay, we have to go into this donut AoE first, and then we get out of the side AoE. So it's like, you know, some tricky stuff like that kind of makes you actually use your brain and not just rely on like ground AoE stuff. Is always cool and welcome. I like that.
Yeah, I like that, boss. So Antivirus X, he's down. Boom. We're not talking about trash. Like the whole dungeon is thematic and is great dungeon. Trash is just trash. It's whatever. The only time we'll make mention of trash is when we have something like that ginormous tortoise.
Well, there is kind of like a ginormous. It's not quite a ginormous tortoise, but in specifically the first pull.
Okay, well, there wasn't one elephant, but like
pull. It's the damn elephant. Like what? Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that.
and that's what I call the Amdebor keep, you know, fix. Like you have an enemy that is just there, so you're not pulling wall to wall.
Sure, but let us pull wall to wall. I don't. Let me use my AoE abilities, please.
Yeah.
No, whatever.
Anyways, let's see. Next boss, Amalgam. I didn't find this one as.
My brother, you say amalgam. What are you meaning?
Amalgam.
Yes.
Amalgam. Okay, sure.
Amalgam. Yeah, we'll go with that. No, I like amalgam better.
That's how much I don't care to pronounce your name right, boss. Okay, your name is Amalgam from now on.
Wow, dude.
We got some diagonal half room dividers, some lane AoEs, tail swipe and a wing swipe, and some exaquakes only, but it's lightning, not earth. So they're layered okay. There's nothing crazy about this fight. It was okay.
The only exciting part is when like he does the lane move where only certain lanes are safe, but then he does the triangle thing where like half the room is going to get. So then you have to like put yourself inside a lane, but not on the side that's getting. That's like the only tricky part. And then right after there's personal AoEs, so everybody's got to spread out after. Yeah. That's kind of exciting, but I mean that's like in a gajillion other bosses, but in some way, shape, or form. So like, you know, it's not super unique, but it's something to do, I guess. So.
And then more trash. I feel that this last trash though, like there was just so much walking. Like I know you've in particular talked about like, oh, I got my buff, I've got plenty of time, and then it's like 30 seconds before you get to the next.
Yeah, so like,
you're like, oh my god, and wore off, and your buff wore off.
DPS doing absolute fucking crazy, insane things to trash nowadays. It's more of a balance issue than anything else. Like Pictomancers rolling in and doing like absolute dumpster damage, and I mean that in a good way. Like they're dumpstering the enemies. Is just insane. And so yeah, it'll be. As a Reaper, I will do my opener stuff with my Arcane Circle, and then I'll get through my Enshroud, and then kill all the enemies before I'm able to do Perfectio. And there's such a distance between that ad pack and the next pack that like I will lose that Perfectio by the time I get there, like 9 times out of 10. It's like the most annoying goddamn thing in the world. I hate it. So like I have to like hit Arcane early now. It's whatever. You know what I mean? It's just it's a long stretch of land that has to be covered.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's it.
But it's so pretty. Yeah, okay, sure. All right.
I think it's nice. It's nice.
And then we get to the end of the dungeon, and we get our final trial boss, Eliminator, right?
Yeah, so sick.
From FanFest?
That this guy, that they showed this guy off in FanFest and made him a big deal, just to be a dungeon boss for sure. I'm super glad that they did that.
Like, the only thing that could be worse is if you maybe make Anima a fucking dungeon boss. Oh wait, they did.
Yeah, yes. Absolute disrespect.
I will always just be pissed about that. That was so lame.
We can't even get like a trial, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason we would ever get a trial of Anima.
Nope.
You know, like, because we're not gonna go back. Like, he's dead. We're not gonna go back to Garlemald and he's just gonna be back. Like, whatever. It's sad. I'm upsetty. Anima's so badass. Dungeon boss, get out of here.
Okay, I mean, Fenrir being a dungeon boss was also kind of a sadness.
True, I agree with that. Hell yeah, I do. But Anima, this is an optional summon in Final Fantasy X.
And it's the badass summon. Like Seymour summoned him, and it was like, holy shit, that is amazing, kind of deal. So
yeah, I would say like Maga Sisters are the strongest in Final Fantasy X, which they kind of are, even though you don't have a lot of control over them. But then the Maga Sisters are also just a dungeon boss in Final Fantasy XIV, so I can't even say anything about whatever.
Yeah. So Eliminator is just a dungeon boss. He's not a trial boss. Haha, it's like, he's got a sword cleave, which is a half room cleave that he then can spin around. He's got donut AoEs. He's got hand, like his gimmick is that he deploys weapons, armaments. Yeah. So he's got his sword. He's got like a turret that does a donut AoE. He's got a hand that does a lane AoE. He's got an ad phase with lightning generators, and then during that ad phase, he's got mechanic vomit. So, I mean, it was an okay boss. I will say, there's many times where I forget to look at the boss itself and the sword and which side 100%. He's on, and I just like, oh damn, I need wrong side. Oh no, already been hit. Or you dodge the first one, and when he wraps it around, by the time it's done wrapping around, you need to be on the other side because it goes off just like that. So
yeah, the move is called something different. It's like reconfigured partition or something like that. And if he's reconfiguring that, he's switching the sides, and you have to look at the name of the move he's using. Yeah, it's a lot of layering, like you said. It's a lot of layering of different mechanics where you'll have to be in a donut AoE, but also he's cleaving one side of the donut AoE or something. You know what I mean? So it's like a bunch of just stuff like that. So.
The hand lane AoE plus a half room cleave. I think the most interesting part of this whole fight was the ad phase, the lightning generators, because like I said, it's mechanic vomit. Like there's so much going on.
That and just the absolute insanity that is like the very end of the fight. Well, okay, if you do good DPS, Lamel, the very end of the fight where he cuts through all of the zone, the area, and you have to like see which of the ones are going to explode first, and you have to just like, dude, when I walk out of that with no vuln stacks, I swear to God, it's like I have the sixth sense, dude. I don't know how I do it. Sometimes I'll get hit, sometimes I just like come out unscathed, and I'm like, how the effing shit did I do that?
You're a god.
I just must be. I don't know. Yep. I don't know what to say, man.
All right, we get through the dungeon, and that means we get to the end. We're done. We just have to defeat the queen, right? So the actual last trial, Queen's Fiend. This music's hype, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
What's it called? Queen. I think her name is the Queen Eternal or something like that.
Yeah.
Like the actual boss name.
Yeah.
The music is fantastic. Absolutely. Phase 1 music is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I make that very clear. Phase 1. Phase 2 has like 15 seconds of good music.
It's 15, but it seems more. My problem with the second phase, it seems more celebratory.
It's a little weird.
Sense? It's a little weird.
Yeah.
It does not fit. I understand it's like a golden phase. Like it's just 3 mechanics that repeat over and over. But like the music just doesn't fit
golden
what's going on.
Phase.
The
legend says the golden phase. Yeah.
Yeah, triple legend, golden phase.
Mortify and Oxmorn and Exaflares. Yep, 3 mechanics. Mm-hmm.
So we get to the queen. She's deleted all of her living memories. She's just like, how do you deal with robot logic now, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's all terminate the invaders to my land, must destroy. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So.
Yeah. Laz in chat, I need this fight to not get end-singered on the extreme and be terrible. I mean, fair, I guess. Yeah.
We're not going to see the second phase. I don't think we see the second phase. Just like with Endsinger, I don't think we see the second phase here. We're not going to see Wuklamot fly through the air, and then it's not going to. I don't think we're going to see that. I could be surprised, okay, but I don't think we're going to see it. So it's all going to be. And from what we saw, I think we saw a little taster of it. We're going to see like the different calamities. So like maybe like an ice calamity, and we got to like do that, and then like.
Yeah,
maybe there's a thunder calamity.
Honestly, chat's got it. If we hear Sphene,
it's become such a meme that like I feel like they might just do it to meme us. But then like I'm sure they've been working on the extreme since before it became a meme. So like I guess they would have to have the foresight of them knowing it was going to be a meme.
Yeah, we need to cut this. We need to not.
I don't know. Sphene leasing to me is just a thing now, so I get it. But goddamn. Anyway,
so I put down some cool mechanics that I really like from this trial. The digital platform warping was cool, and I always appreciate new effects for old mechanics. So it was like a conal AoEs, but like because it was the digital floor,
it was like distorting the digital floor. Yeah. It was so sick.
It was sick.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I love new takes and just fresh. It freshens up and it leads you to like, oh, okay, I gotta pay attention. Oh, what is this? So I like that. I like different arena floors. So like the X floor pattern or the 10, I guess, Roman numeral 10 floor pattern.
It should have been a 9. Let's be real. It should have been a 9.
Hey. Extreme, maybe it will be.
Extreme. Yeah. Make it a 9.
Yeah.
Because this is not the Final Fantasy X expansion, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll get that next time. We're going to get Depression Wake.
So it'd be,
and we get to go into...
it'd be an IX, right?
Yes, it would be an IX.
Okay.
I don't know. Put like 2 people have a spread mechanic and they have to go on the I and then they have to spread out, right? And then everybody else is on the 9 and they got their own stuff. Dude, I don't know. Look, hire me, Square Enix, okay? Yeah. Look, I'm working to be a game dev. I'm basically there. Not really, but like, just hire me. I got good ideas.
No, actually, I like that. You got 4 people that got to take their own. So you have them in the middle of the X and they get their own knockback and got to spread out. And then you have on the other side, the other people, the only place where they could be is on the I, and they get a wind knockback. And so they got to take that together for the stack. But it's so tiny, you got to thread that needle so you don't get knocked off the edge. Bam.
We're doing their work
game
for them,
devs.
Dude.
We're game devs, yeah. Let's go. So let's see. The tethered lane laser. I thought that was really interesting, dude. It's
I
pretty
still don't
easy
know how that works. I'll be honest, I don't know how it works.
The easiest way to do it is you have the 2 partners and you go crisscross applesauce, and it just locks it in place. Because you're both pulling. So you're both pulling. So if you're both on the one side, it's just going to move with you, and if you're on each other side, you're going to pull. But if you crisscross, say I'm the south person,
like, right? What if I were to just walk south? Does it bring it with me? But then if the person stays there, like, does it just like equal out the distance between the 2 of us or something?
You gotta crisscross those. You gotta cross the streams, okay?
Well, that's how you should do it,
I
right?
need you to cross the streams. Okay. Well, then someone's gonna get fucked.
Okay. I'm trying to kill as many people as possible in Extreme.
I mean,
so
fair. Just do that in Party Finder. Don't do that in my group.
No, well, is our group even going to do it? Let's be real. We don't need these weapons.
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the end of the expansions, and we'll hear Sim like, "I've never done this."
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to go farmer, and I've actually never unlocked it. So, oops. I'll want the wings for the fucking music, though. Let's be like, that music. It's a bop. So like, I'm gonna want that mount, dude.
Multiple knockbacks on the X platform make things a little bit more panicked because it's a unique platform, and again, you just got tiny little lanes to position yourself, so that's cool. I like that. Walls with holes in them and gravity mechanics. Gravity mechanics come back, first time since Catastrophe. Like,
or give me my anti-gravity gimbal, which is that's what it's called in the thing. That the duty action is called the gimbal. I don't know what the hell a gimbal is. Somebody can comment. Some engineering main. All right, is Nero in the chat right now? Nero needs to tell me what a fucking gimbal is. Because I don't know, but bring that, dude. Where are my duty? I know everybody hates duty actions. I want a duty action back. Give me one trial with the duty action.
When was the last time we had a trial with the duty action? I can't remember.
I don't remember. People are bitching, dude. Oh, my uptime, dude. I can't double weave the gimbal and fucking shin.
I have to do the gimbal in my 2-minute window. This is so trash.
I can't believe it, dude. Like, oh, fucking get out of here. All right, give me back. I want to be able to gimbal. Bring back gimbal. All right.
So, and I think that's an Earth calamity, maybe a wind calamity. I'm not sure, but that. Holes with the gravity mechanics, those are calamities, and we're going to see a lot more calamities, so a lot more interesting combinations. I am hyped on that. I love new mechanics and new takes on mechanics. So
yeah, they have a good groundwork to make a good Extreme here. But again, as Last said, let's not screw the pooch, because Endsinger also had a lot of really cool stuff to potentially do, and they just didn't. So Absolute
Authority, maybe we could just get that out of the fight. That would be nice. That's where
is that the vomit?
That's the vomit. That's the flares into point blank AoE spam, into friend markers, into cooldown dice markers. Neat, 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 and then if you're moving when it goes off, you launch in the air.
Oh, the dice, yeah.
Dice, and that's into gazes. So like, it's just gross. It's just gross.
I don't know. It was cool. It was a nice little panic thing, and then they like did it a second time, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not okay.
I'm just doing this again.
And then there's the fanning AoEs. Everyone gets a lane AoE.
There's the one where, like, one by one, people get targeted by this thing, and you can move it, and that was kind of cool. I like that.
And then everyone gets a lane AoE, like literally everyone at the same time gets one. So like, just fan out for both. You're fine, Then we get the Sphene cutscene. Yay!
But will Sphene listen to her? I'm sorry. Will Sphene listen to her?
I don't know how like that triggers like her memories being deleted. Sure, fine, whatever.
Sure. Yeah, we're fucking. She's got, she didn't fully delete her. She's got the backup drive, the thumb drive. There's a USB somewhere that's got a little bit of her personality left.
Yeah.
And I guess just her name just was like, okay, we're gonna just back up real quick. So I'm just gonna like come out of the robot's chest. Like, yo, what's up? Like,
it's not really a robot. The whole thing's digital. Remember, this isn't a real thing. So like, I don't understand. So, it's just weird.
My brain hurts, dude. Don't make my brain hurt. All right, but like, so yeah, Wukalat just swoops in, and that's kind of cool. And then she gets her superhero main character moment while we are doing all the actual work in the background, which is fine. She can stand there and do her thing, I guess.
Yeah.
In the middle of the platform.
And this is where I said it's a golden phase, because again, it's just a lot of raid AoE. There's a donut AoE in the front, and then some cone AoEs.
There's also the end singer phase from the last fight, the last phase of end singer, right, during the trial, where we get to hear. But that was actual cool because like, the Scions all got to say something, and that was sick.
Yeah.
But like, this is just like, oh, it's Wukalat again. There she is.
Instead of the Scions, middle. We get Wook.
Yeah.
Yay.
Like, maybe like Kyle could have swooped in or something and done some paint shit real quick. Like, that would have been sick, all right? But no, it's just like Wukalat, all right?
Yeah, good times.
I don't know.
We defeat the queen. It's done. Yay! Yeah, this is where I call, and I put this in the notes, Echoes of Emmett. Basically, remember that Alexandria and the Endless yet lived.
The Endless, yeah. And I guess, we could go visit Alexandria now in Heritage Found. It's kind of fucked up, not gonna lie. But we could go see it. And they could rebuild it. Alexandria Restoration. When's that coming? All right. 14.0.
Alexandria housing.
16.0. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, dude. Yeah, for sure.
16.0,
just like
you said? No, 9.0, because it's Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, 9.0.
Boom.
Smart. Mm-hmm. You're thinking ahead, dude.
Yeah. Game devs. I'm not gonna there's a lot of reflection and thank you, you're so awesome moments after this. Like, it's really just boils down to, okay, the queen's done, we're gonna remember the people. Alexandria and Solution 9 still exist. They're still around. We're gonna be doing that, I'm sure, in some point one. There's gonna be some fallout that's going to be happening. The main takeaways, though, is that the key for the interdimensional fusion is entrusted to the War of Light, and it's really important that it was, because this thing flashed a Zem symbol. It's ours, damn it! Like, it's about time we kept something important.
Well, yes. First of all, throwing Nidhogg's eyes off of a bridge. Come on, Alphino. Like, what were you thinking? Brainlit moment. Let's just let's just toss these off the bridge real quick. Like, no one's gonna find them down there.
Wink, wink.
No one's gonna find them down there.
Wink,
and
wink,
then summon Shinryu with them or anything. Like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So we're actually given, because it's better off in our fucking key item inventory than anywhere else. Even though I don't think it's in our key item inventory, but it should be in our key items. We should just have it.
Yeah.
And then But I don't think, look, real talk, I don't think anybody really knows why the SM thing flashed on the goblet. Because, there's some theories that it's ASMs, right? That ASM made this thing. which would make sense. But there's also people that are like, oh, it flashed up there because we had our Asm crystal, and it just like,
I mean, that's possible too.
It like stopped the item from like the world merger. So like, oh, we just put a seal on it real quick with our Asm crystal. So like that's what some people are thinking. That's why. So like no one really knows for sure. I'm sure it will be explained because I think this is going to be. I hate the word MacGuffin because it sounds like McMuffin. It's going to be our McMuffin for why we go onto maybe some other shards in the future, or like maybe we can bridge the gap between even the first and the source, and then we can have a good time with Reen. Yay, Reen's back, guys. So or the 13th we can get Zero back. Zero back. She needs to be a Scion, damn it.
Oh,
so like, God. Just saying,
please. So bring my girl back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. I mean, Yoshi P said, "Look, the next 3 expansions are already planned out." So I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a pretty large piece of the puzzle here. What we have now.
I agree, and I think it might. I think this item, maybe, like the 13th is so far gone, and maybe the 1st is so far gone that they interdimensional fuse those two together to bring one world.
That'd be kind of dope, not gonna lie. Though, I mean, I guess we'd have to see. Yeah, I'm game for anything. Yeah. All right, go crazy with it.
As long as they make it logical. Like, I love the metaphysics in this game, but you got to keep it somewhat logical that I can wrap my head around.
Yeah, for sure.
I am not, an astrophysicist, so.
Oh, you're not? You could have fooled me, brother. E equals MC squared or something, dude. That's all you need to know. All right.
So that is the end of the MSQ. Yay, we made it to the end. Holy crap, that was 4 episodes of MSQ stuff.
Yeah, we were trying to do that in one day, by the way.
Yeah, we were like, yeah, this is too much. Overall, if you had to put a letter grade or rank it amongst all the MSQs, where would you put it?
B-, and I'd put it under Stormblood. I think Stormblood's better. Yeah, come at me. I don't care. I think Stormblood's better. I think it's better than ARR, but I think Stormblood's better.
I'm gonna give it a C+, and I put it in the ranking exactly where you did. ARR, Dawntrail, Stormblood, Heaven's Ward, Shadowbringers,
and Walker Shadowbringers.
And Walker Shadowbringers. And Walker Shadowbringers.
That's my ranking. Yep.
Wow. Laz is like, Piers, how? We were friends. Apparently, he does not agree. Tell us what you think, chat. What you think on that. But we need to move on to one more thing here tonight. So we are going to blaze through this because Tark has a ultimate trial group to get to in about an hour.
Oh, man. 15, it's going to be clearing fucking ultimate. Crazy, man.
Hopefully, we'll see. So we're going to go to the live letter 84. Yay! We're going to talk about second portion of Crossroads that's coming out here, which is coming out. When is that coming out? Oh yeah, there we go. More Crossroads fun. 7.1.
A week, correct? Like literally a week from tomorrow.
It's coming out on the 12th. 11/12. Laz in chat here says Stormblood is like a bad Avengers plot with 7 subplot lines running simultaneously. We're all barely even mediocre. I do not necessarily disagree with that. That's part of what I thought was the main issue with Stormblood is that
2 unconnected stories that come together somehow, like they kind of
barely at that. Like,
sorry, anyways. I still like Stormblood better than Dawntrail. I'm sorry, I just do.
Yeah,
I think Xenos is a more compelling villain than anything that we got in Dawntrail.
Fair. Yeah, he was scary. He was actually scary.
Oh,
I was scared of like, oh shit, like we're losing. We losing, bro. Anyways, back to live letter. 11/12. Like, get hyped. Like, it's coming in 8 days. I am actually disappointed on this date. Do you know why?
Is it solely because Ultimate?
Yeah, Ultimate follows 2 weeks later, which is Thanksgiving week.
Actual like brainlet behavior, by the way, and we're also getting it. It continues, guys. It continues.
Yeah, the bad dates continue. Here we see handsome Hildebrand.
It's a little weird seeing him in the graphics update. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little funky. It's a little like what's the word? I'm
wondering if this is not true. I'm wondering if they kept Hildebrand the same, and this is an alternate version, like we had Minecraft Hildebrand and
Minecraft. Uncanny Valley. That's the word
Uncanny
I'm looking
Valley.
for. So you don't think
Like
this is true Hildy? You
No,
think this
like
is...
the eyes alone, like that's not Hildy. Like that seems a little sinister. That's sinister Hildy, in my opinion.
I would call this like, well, okay, so you think it's like Bizarro Hildebrand?
Well, no, that's Minecraft Hildebrand. That's Bizarro.
Yeah, Brand of Hild, but that's not. But they're not opposites. This could be like the opposite Hild. This could be like the cool, calm, collected. But then that's also Brand of Hild. God damn it, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. As Les says, high fidelity Hildy, HFH.
Correct. Yeah, sure. This is caught in 4K. Our boy here.
Here are some slides that I really appreciated from this live letter. Just kind of laying out in just like tile format what's coming. So we got new main scenario quests, new allied society quests coming on patch, so you can get your combat jobs up with the new allied society. We will get new custom delivery, but it's not until 0.15. New additional role quests. That's the side role quest. The culmination quest is not coming until 0.16. The culmination of Watching Meki not coming until 0.15. Hildebrand is also 0.15. Yeah, content. Yay. We're happy, right?
Get some content. Yeah, I mean, it's not stuff that will keep you occupied. Okay, custom deliveries will, and probably so will the Pello, to be fair.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of these things are stuff you can just do in a day. Like the culmination quest of the Waka Meki Meki, the role quest. Stuff that, you know, it'll be exciting to do, but then you do it and then it's over. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to more stuff that will keep us entertained, like Unreal. God help us, Biako. But even like Chaos or Chaotic. Yeah.
This next slide though, we get the next expert dungeon that we're going to be seeing for the next 7-8 months. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wu Wei Yawada Field Station. Wow, those naming conventions in Shaloni are just. Anyways, yeah, hopefully that dungeon's cool. It looks aesthetically cool. Pleasing. It looks really cool.
Cool.
Hopefully the bosses are interesting and the music is dope. Sven's Burden. I'm hoping this is not ensingered, as that's now a verb.
Ensingered.
I am really not looking forward to this Unreal. Like, I'm glad Unreal is back, but I've been falling for 30 minutes.
We only got to do it twice a week, 4 times a week for me, God. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not the worst extreme in the world. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
I did wonder to you how close the DPS check is going to be on Tiger.
On the Tiger, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Even on content, it wasn't that big of a deal. So,
okay. I don't know. They have a way of syncing these things, like, you know, with Shiva, like things get tight.
Shiva was tuned, man.
Sephiroth was tight.
Sephiroth wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. I don't okay. Actually, now that I look back, yeah, it was kind of bad.
We don't talk about Shiva Unreal. I like Shiva Unreal. I'm like one of the few people that knew how to tank it. Like, tank positioning in that fight was really important.
100%. If you had a tank that knew how to position that fucking boss, because people didn't know how to get behind the boss for the bow mode. They didn't know how to get behind the boss for the bow mode. They didn't know. So if you as a tank could like position her so the people didn't have to get behind her, you basically won the fight. You win. Yeah. Congratulations. Here's your fucking your. There was
always some like bard or mage just out in the middle of nowhere that was not in the center of the arena and just getting fucking deleted by bow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Echoes of Vana'diel, Juno, the first walk. Dude, you're hyped for this, right?
Bro, I couldn't be more hyped for anything in my life.
Well, maybe a remastered 11.
I think Prish looks a little fucking goofy as a boss. I'm not gonna lie. We talked about this at the beginning. All right, with her weird looking goofy fists. Yep. Okay, I don't know what the hell they were going for there. I called them. But the only thing, Miss Marvel hands. The only thing that I'll give her a pass. Okay, this is her. I gotta beat 24 people mode. Okay, maybe her just like her little like dukes her up. It's not really intimidating for 24-man raid. So they gotta give her something. So I guess they did.
And maybe this is a like, oh, thank you for saving me from the Shadow King. Maybe she's corrupted.
Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. But sorry.
Yes. Don't you put any disrespect on Railgrim? Don't you put your disrespect on him?
All right. Anyways, Futures Rewritten Ultimate 7.11. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah, buddy. I love Ultimates. I really do. I love the
I like
challenge.
Ultimates too, but man, it's gonna be like a part-time job for your boy, and I'm just like,
well, me too. Oh, you got 16 hours. I only got 12.
16 hours. I can't believe it.
That's your choice, dude.
It is my choice. No, it's not my choice. It's my choice to stay with the group. It's not my choice to do 16 hours. But whatever.
We also have Cloud of Darkness Chaotic. I think this is awesome. Can't wait for that to come out. That one's coming out a week after patch 7.15, which again, dates, man. The dates here, man, they just suck.
Here's the thing. What is it dropping? 730 gear? Yes. What 730 gear is it dropping?
Glamours. Because we've already got 730 gear.
No, but what I mean is, like, is it dropping the Tombstone gear upgraded? Is it dropping the raid gear? Or is it dropping a whole nother gear set with different stats on it? Because if that's the case, it's going to shake up the fucking BIS real bad. I don't think that's going to be the case, personally.
It may shake up the BIS, but, like...
Dude, I'm not trying to go into Chaotic while I'm fucking raiding 16 hours a week in fucking Ultimate.
Yeah, like, so you're either doing through and you're locking in. I don't know. I don't understand it. All right, so what's coming patch 7.1? New game plus support for 7.0. Okay. Duty support for non-main scenario quest dungeons.
Halatelli.
Yep, Halatelli's first. From if they keep up this pace, a Realm Reborn will be done by 10.0.
Correct. Yes, at least maybe 11.0. We'll see.
Hall of the Novice. Training for specific battle mechanics will be added. I think this is awesome. We talked about this before. You thumbs up?
I'm a thumb sideways. We'll see. I'm undecided yet.
I don't know. I think you might be up by the time we get to the end of this. PvP update. Sure. Yay, PvP updates. Cool, because like I'm tired of being a summoner in PvP and not having Solar Bahamut. Just saying.
If you think that's what's going to happen, then good for you, man. Do you really think we're going to get new abilities, like a full-on overhaul?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All right.
They're updating it for current abilities. The only ones not being touched are Viper and Picto because they already have their abilities.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. Just nerf Dark Knight in the fucking ground. That's all I want to say about PvP. Fuck Dark Knight. Literally fuck Dark Knight. Yeah. Literally. And fucking Samurai with Zantazukin. Fuck that.
Yeah,
stupid ass shit. Dumbass fucking shit.
Doman Mahjong voice reactions. Okay, sure. If you like Doman Mahjong, you have that to look forward to. Housing update. Select interior designs for different residential areas regardless of location of your plot, including no columns. Yay!
Yeah, get rid of the fucking columns in my goddamn mansion, please. Thank you.
Yep. You have to pay someone to redo your shit, though.
Oh, no. Oh, are you talking about my house, like my decoration?
Yeah.
Oh, because you are going to have to pay an NPC to redo your house, I'm pretty sure, with Gil. Like, it's going to cost Gil to, like, get the pillars out of...
No, I think as long as you have the appropriate space, like, I don't think you will have to pay. I think they mentioned that.
I think there's a guild cost somewhere for something.
I think it'll be minor at that. I think it'll be minor at that.
Weren't we talking about like how you could have like a mansion interior on a cottage?
Yes, they're working on that.
Okay,
that's going to cost Gil. That's going to cost Gil. Like upgrading your interior is going to cost Gil. I think moving from one to another type is not. If it's going to cost anything, it's going to be minimal at best.
Fair. All right.
Juno first walk. This it looks gorgeous. It also looks fucked up. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So it's playing for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you guys have a little bit. Everybody and their mom who's an FF14 creator is doing some sort of, you don't know anything about Final Fantasy 11. Here's what you need to know. So the music that you listen to when you get into this zone is the Dynamis music from Final Fantasy 11. Dynamis was an end game content in Final Fantasy 11.
Another plane of existence.
It was a dream area.
Oh,
okay. Specifically created by Diabolos. I'm pretty sure Diabolos did all of the zones of Dynamis. This is my lore Final Fantasy 11 shit. Diabolos in Final Fantasy 11 was the dream avatar. He did a lot of dream shit, created dream areas. So I'm assuming this is kind of what's happening here. This is some sort of dream of something is going on here, because specifically the bosses that we're fighting in this the zone, this 24-man, are all iconic Final Fantasy 11 bosses that have literally fucking nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
So we
got Preesh of the Distant Chains. Like, she's an NPC, not necessarily a boss. So why are we fighting her? We'll find out.
Yes, I'm sure there's some sort of lore reason why we're doing that.
Who else are we facing?
We're facing Fafnir. Is going to be our second boss. Fafnir was literally just.
Well, they said Fafnir or another dragon, right?
It's 100% Fafnir.
Oh, okay.
So Fafnir spawns in the Boyata tree. The area that we're going to is 100% the Boyata tree. And we're fighting Fafnir because Nidhogg was the other dragon you can fight in the Boyata tree, and we already have a Nidhogg in the game. Fair. So Fafnir is what we'll be fighting.
Technically, we fought a Fafnir, but that was Eureka, I believe.
It was in Animos. They did a Fafnir, but I think they could name it something different here. Sure. But they want it to be Fafnir, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
The third boss that we'll be fighting is the Archangels. I'm surprised that we're getting the Archangels in this as not a final boss. The Archangels are one of the most iconic bosses in Final Fantasy 11. If you generally see any sort of merch, like I think you can go onto the Square Enix site right now and find an 11 shirt that has all the Archangels on the front. It's kind of like their thing.
You think it'll be 3 of them, 1 for each tank?
I think we're going to fight all 5 in some way, shape, or form.
Interesting. Okay.
And then the final boss, of course, is going to be the Shadow Lord. I called this. I didn't think the Shadow Lord was going to be the final boss of all the 24-mans. I still think that's Promathia. I'm almost 100% positive it's going to be Promathia.
Okay.
So we are definitely getting the Shadow Lord as the final boss here, and it looks amazing. Looks great. The voice, I'm a little off on. I don't know if I would have that voice for the Shadow Lord, but then again, I've never heard the voice of the Shadow Lord before in any media because 11's not voiced. So I mean, fuck it. If it's this voice they want to go with, then
it is what it is. Yeah, it's their game.
But yeah, so it's really cool. We get to walk through Juno here, and then we're going to walk through the Boyata tree, and then we're going to walk through Romave, which is the floating. Is it No, it's not Romave. Romave is the area before. Ruan Gardens, which is the floating city. We get there's some really cool screenshots of that, and then of course we're going to. It looks like the throne room where we're going to face the Shadow Lord. So again, a lot of areas nowhere close to each other in 11, just like iconic zones and bosses, and I want to know why we're doing that. Like,
this reminds me of? This reminds me of the nostalgia fest that was the Omega series.
Yes. No, I agree with you. Yeah, 100%.
You're like, what? There was like a loose theme, but like it was just like, we're just take that one. We're gonna take that boss, and we're just gonna put him in because it's fun.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if there's like a lore reason to it. Like we're literally reliving the memories of like, the Warrior of Light of Final Fantasy 11 or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and maybe this is from another shard reflection.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I hope they don't go with that. I don't want 11 to be part of a reflection.
No. Yeah.
I want it to be like a straight up alternate dimension, like Nier was.
And it might be that this isn't even canon, because I know that they don't consider the Nier raids canon. It's canon for Nier. It's not canon for 14.
That's what I mean. I thought that Yoko Taro wanted it to be canon for the Nier universe, but not. Okay, I guess it's not for 14. Okay,
yeah.
Whatever.
No, I was like, nope, it never happened here. So we're like, okay. The gear looks cool.
Yep, that's the Archangel gear.
That's the Archangel gear. Nice.
So you get to role play the Archangel gear. I know there's a few of you out there, Ultima included, who is a little depressed about the gear choice for this 24-man. I get it. I understand. He really wants JSE. I don't think we're going to get JSE. I'm sorry, my friend. I don't know how they would do that. Like he wants like Dark Knights to get like the Dark Knight artifact gear from 11, and it's like that would be a lot of different gear sets that have to add to the game for like every job, and I just don't see them doing that.
The only way they're going to do that is if it's actual artifact gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, like in fucking 7 or 8.0 or something, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Or the L9 cash shop.
Sure.
All right.
Ultima said that this could be cash shop gear, and I was like, yeah, it could be, but it's also like super iconic, and it dies super well. Like if you've seen any of the screenshots of it died, it actually looks pretty sleek.
Nice.
So.
And two die channels.
Two dies.
Chaotic Alliance Raid, the Cloud of Darkness Chaotic. Coming to us 1 week after patch 7.15. This is very interesting. It looks great. We're going to 2 tanks, 4 DPS, 2 healers. I was kind of expecting it to be the Alliance Raid, just 1 tank. So that's interesting.
It's surprising that we're getting 2 tanks here for sure. They just want you to be able to take your static into it. That's what basically,
what they want. Yeah. And I've even floated we take our group, we take Laz's group, and we take Mimi Ultima's group, and bam, we got
a squad, dude.
We got 24 man for chaotic. I think that would be a fucking blast if we could do that.
I think it would be fun too.
Party size requirements. Apparently we can go in with just 12 people.
How is it effing possible with 12 people? I want to know that legitimately, because it looks like if you look at that screenshot right there below me, hold on, right?
Yeah, there's markers for how many people need to be in each spot.
Yeah, for 24 people. Okay, how gross is my nail? That's super. I'm sorry. Look, I just got off work. Don't judge me.
Difficulty is based around 24 people. So like maybe there won't be any item level sync.
I don't think. Yeah, this seems like a piece of content that they'll want to keep the difficulty of, kind of like Ultimate. So like I don't know. I don't know what they do. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But
rewards, item level 730 gear. Like we said before, we don't have any idea. Like, is this like just tombstone gear, augmented tombstone gear? Is it raid gear again? Is this its own set? No freaking idea. Didn't tell us. But there are some cool mounts. There's some minions and some hairstyles.
Oh, the mounts are freaking incredible, dude.
The mounts are dope.
Apparently some stuff
Healers
you can sell.
Get finally. LOL.
Yeah, we designed this specifically so that healers could have less piety.
Yeah, so piety is balls. And I think this is the look of maybe
fucking yellow gear. Get out of here, bro. That's legit.
That is fucking legit. That's sick. And 2 dies. Let's go. Let's die that shit.
And 2 dies. Yes. Yeah. I mean, red and black is already so like, but
yeah, green and yellow, man, looking great.
If you want to dye it pink and yellow, then be my guest. God, look
green
like
and
a
yellow.
Clown.
Green and yellow. Let's go.
Green and yellow, I can get behind, but
yeah, that's my theme colors. That is also a set. I don't know if that's healer or what, but it looks sweet.
Looks very cool.
Yeah. Here's one of the mounts. It's one of the floor sections that will drop away.
People call it the PvP tile because you could like PvP in that fight by like walking on other people's tiles. XD.
LOL.
But yeah, it's one of those tiles.
Meme. And when you're up in the air, it will glow like it's gonna fall off. So that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yep. That mount looks really cool. I really like it.
I want it really bad. So I'm hoping this 24 man is not actually insane to do.
Yeah.
And like we can actually get people to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can be the Cloud of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of scary that a lot of fellas poking out of that. Not gonna lie.
Kind of a little bit.
Not gonna lie. You should be little sad that you're a Lalafell. We talked about this before. PvP action execution and hit detection update. So it used to trigger at the time of action execution.
Activation.
Now it's gonna more line up with how it actually appears in the game. So when that warrior jumps and comes at you, like it shouldn't go off and then you see the warrior come at you. It should hit when he lands at you.
Half of the stun duration from Primal Rend should not be your animation lock, like moving to the character. Because like by the time I get there, half your stun's gone. Like I should get the stun when I get there. So yeah, great. Sure. Thanks. As a warrior player in PvP, thanks. Appreciate you.
But they're gonna adjust it so you don't get that stun with the new abilities. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Next slide. Major additions and adjustments to PvP actions. Addition and removal of PvP actions for each job. Again, Viper and Picto will not be adjusted because they already have their full kit. So
yeah, they're the brand spanking new.
They're the brand spanking new, so they're all set. Significant balance adjustments and limit breaks will also be adjusted for both effectiveness and charge time.
Sick. Get rid of fucking Xanazukin. Thank you.
Can we get rid of the freaking Dark Knight one too? Like, or maybe just cut it in half with its duration. Like, it just Dark Knights are invulnerable way too fucking long.
Yes, I agree with you.
Adjustments to frontline and rival wings. They're gonna change damage dealt, damage taken in frontlines and in rival wings. Limit gauge charge time. Don't know why I was having trouble with that. And Machina functionality. I might need time to go back rival wings and see how the Machina effect worked. Right.
Rival Wings has always been badass. Best PvP mode, by the way. I will die on that hill. You can crucify me on that hill. You can Vlad the Impaler me through my mouth all the way to my butthole on that hill because I absolutely love Rival
Cruise
Wings.
Chase or stomp on your face
on that hill, yes, because it is the most fun. I'm wondering what they do with these mechs. I wonder if they're going to buff them or nerf them, or just like
maybe make them more defined roles.
Yeah, maybe you could do some extra stuff on like Cruise Chaser or something. Maybe there's like an extra action or something. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff they could do. So I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, the Oppressor is supposed to be the
Tower Destroyer, right?
Yeah, Tower Destroyer, maybe the Machina Destroyer, like large structure. Cruise Chaser is supposed to be the Infantry Destroyer?
Infantry and mech, right? Because it had spin kick does like stupid damage to mechs, and then it's like X laser strike does a lot of damage to players. And
then Brute Justice is supposed to be kind of all in one
everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe they just more define things going. I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it though. PvP Series 7 begins. I need to finish Series 6. What I really
just got my mount last night.
Nice. I am close. I think I'm like 7,800 XP away from having them out. So, what I am looking forward to is seeing when the damn vendor comes out for past series.
They said that they were going to do it.
Yeah, they did not want to make FOMO. They wanted to bring a vendor where, if you missed some series, you could use the trophy crystals to pick up, stuff you missed.
I'm sure there's people that want that Archdemon gear, dude. That Archdemon gear is pretty slick.
All of those ones. Like I love being a healer or a caster and being in armor.
Heavy armor, yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
For sure.
Crystalline Conflict arena improvements on Cloud9 and Red Sands. Here's before. Here's after. They put in some buildings for some line of sight stuff.
Some line of sight stuff, yeah. Not drastic, but
honestly,
cool.
Awesome. Thank you, because like I hate being like out in this big open area and then like, oh, like I got 6 people on me. There's nothing I can do. I'm just dead.
Yeah. Like
maybe I can go around a corner, line of sight some people, and just have like one or two people on me and not like 5.
Mm-hmm.
They also did some adjustments to Red Sands. They've really.
So those are pretty drastic changes.
That's for getting it around the map. That's some pretty drastic changes.
I've never played on Red Sands.
I haven't either.
I ever played on Kugunai Temple Town or whatever.
I haven't done Crystalline Conflict in
me either.
4 seasons. I think 3 was the last one I did.
I get too competitive and sweaty. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just one of those players who I get really angry if I lose all the time. So I just throw me into like a big scale match where I don't care.
Yeah.
And even then I get
even then we're like, get north.
Yeah.
Crystalline Conflict ranked match changes. These are some interesting things here. Ranked matches will be held in 1 data center per region. Kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, it's super interesting. And why they chose the ones that they did. I didn't look. I didn't know that Primal was the PvP data center. I had no idea.
Well,
but I guess we're gonna get all the sweaty,
now.
try-hard Primal fucking PvP players now. Great.
Yeah.
Just what we want. Yep. Thanks.
I don't know if it's for matchmaking or what. Like, if the amount of people interested in crystalline conflict has just gone down, so that it's just too easy for individuals in certain data centers to get top ranks. I don't know, but cool. All right.
Yeah.
People got to come to us. I don't have to go to them. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to play a ranked match of crystalline conflict, you have to come to Primal if you're North America. You have to go to Gaia in Japan. You have to go to Chaos in Europe. So yeah. Otherwise, you don't.
It's kind of crazy.
Don't play ranked.
Lie, but be more power to them.
Yeah, in Oceania, guess what? There's only one data center, so just stay put. You're good.
Be there.
Only the best performing character on a service account will be listed in the rankings. So no longer do you have like 4 characters and be like, all right, I'm a
win trading
triple crystalline on this character. Now I'm working on the second character, and you have 4 of the top 15 characters.
Well, I guess there's that too, yeah. But I think it's more maybe. Yeah, I guess that would be the reason, because if you win trade, I guess you could still win trade now, but whatever.
In accordance with consolidating, they're tripling the ranges. First will always be first. There's only one, but after that, instead of 2nd to 30th, it's going to be 2nd to 100th. Instead of 100 or 31st to 100th, it's 101st to 300th. So
that's more players.
More players. I mean, technically, it's the same amount because it's 3 denizators into 1.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna have more people competing, even though, more people competing in those ranks than there was before. So,
and maybe it will feel more active because it's just one clump, instead of 3.
True.
Maybe that's what they're aiming for, and they just couldn't figure out how to do cross data center. New ultimate raid. Yay! I got my trial coming up in less than 45 minutes, so moving on here. We gotta hustle. Futures rewritten ultimate, also known as Fru.
I hate that, bro. Whatever.
So this is Rin. Something's gone wrong. I like the negative image. It's kind of sick, actually.
It's kind of slick. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's cool.
And I think that has to do something with it being Shiva Mitron.
Yep.
He infected
it
her.
Was legitimately already a fucking bad idea to channel Shiva as Reen. Like already, in the lore, it was like, oh, you really shouldn't do this. And she's like, no, I got this. And then she didn't got this. And now it's like she didn't got this +1. Like even more don't got this.
You more don't got this because someone came and ruined your day and fucked shit up.
Yeah.
We're also gonna see Thancred Daddy.
That's phase 1.
Daddy of many issues.
I'm happy. The music is kind of mid in that fight. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a lot goddamn better than the fucking elevator music from top. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was so awful. The only problem with that was that it wasn't like DSR where like you're done with that phase, so you just go to the actual fight. It was every time you wipe, it was back to Beetle.
Sure was.
Back to Beetle. So hopefully this is not the same level of tomfoolery that Beetle was. We shall see.
Yoshi P is saying that it's not going to be as hard as top. And that's what Yoshi P is saying. But oh my god, for every single ultimate, there's been some sort of we don't think it's going to be that hard, and then it's like the hardest. So I don't believe anything that these people say anymore.
Yeah,
I just don't.
Ultimate Raid update patch 7.11. When 2 members with the same job are present in the party, the limit gauge will no longer passively fill up over time.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. So much for no healers. Well, I guess you could still do.
You could still do, but I mean, like,
no healers because there's enough jobs to spread out. But
yes, but the reason you could even do that because mass raising needed to happen.
You had to have double red mage, right?
Yes. So like, you just can't do that anymore.
Yeah, can't do that anymore. So yeah, no more double up. No 4 Vipers or 4 Pictos or 2 Vipers and 2 Pictos. Yeah, you gotta spread it out.
unless the fight doesn't need limit breaks, which
we'll see. I mean, you can still man mode Ukab, I guess, with this. So
you could, and you could do T. I don't think there's any place you need to LB in T, to be fair. So yeah,
Uwu is not a thing.
Definitely need LBs in Uwu. Yeah, definitely need that, and you definitely need LBs in DSR for saving your boy, and then and then obviously the whole last phase of top is LB. Like that's the theme of the fucking phase.
Yeah.
So,
Trial of the Novice, or as I like to call this part, Trial of the Intermediate. We get to learn. I mean, especially because, and I don't know why. Maybe they should put it at level 30. Isn't this like level 45?
49.
49. So dumb.
9.
So dumb. That is so far into your...
How do you not know what that marker above that player right there? Do you see that player on top of that, or that marker on top of that player on that screenshot? How by level 49 do you not know what that is?
The big pink circle. Like maybe you should spread out, right? Maybe you should spread out.
By level 49, yeah, I goddamn hope so.
Like by 49, like, is this the first time we're gonna see a stack marker? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I don't remember. I don't remember our Realm Rewarm dungeons and trials.
Yeah, but they've also changed like almost every single one for trust system, right?
Yeah.
So like a lot of the mechanics are like different in a lot of the old dungeons. So like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a stack marker early.
This is a tank buster of a variety, one of the many varieties.
Yeah.
What is this one called? What is it called? Wild Charge.
Is that a wild charge?
Wild Charge tank buster. Yeah, because it's the warning tape. So like, you don't want to be in front of or behind the tank in this particular one. Like, you need the tank to take it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Overlapping donut AoEs.
Sure.
Proximity tethers. That's a good one to know.
That is a good one to know. Yeah. You don't see those every day.
Yeah. And then just fixed tethers, where you got a target and you need to. He's just homed in and he's not going to let go until he's done his job. So you see them with like missiles and stuff. They'll just track you.
Yeah.
Or Amaro. You know, you got the bomb that just will not let go of a DPS, or the shadow thing that will not let go of the healer.
Yeah.
What I like is that there's going to be a few more descriptors in the battle help, so you can see like what this targeting means, what this red thing means. More tethers for like, what would that be?
Is that
the paladin tether?
Kind of looks like cover. Yeah, at least
for
the little tiny screenshot.
Then we got the Wild Charge tank buster, regular tank buster, AoE need multiple targets tank buster. So there's more information in the battle help. So if you want to look that up, there's going to be a lot more information there for what different markers and things mean. So good. More information, train up, read up, do your thing. More mounts. Yes, please.
Big boy.
Yep. I want it. Who doesn't need a manatee or puanity? Panatee?
I forget what they call it in this game. I don't know. But yeah, it's a manatee. Yeah.
And then we got Fiend's wings. Yeah, they look pretty. I like them. I like green. I like green. Group pose update. Fishing animations.
Yay.
Oh, and you can also rotate your camera so it rolls on an angle. So you go like that.
But that is pretty cool. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Outfit glamours. Dude, when I saw this, I was like stoked. Okay. So I know a lot of the glamour game is mixing matching pieces, right? Mm-hmm. I have never been like that because I'm not creative like that to put things together. Like if you give me a recipe of like things to mix and match, okay, I could do that. That's fine. So I know there's websites that like people will put their recipes of their glams on there. I don't remember what it's called, but XIV Outfitters. I don't know.
God, it's gonna bother me.
Chat, if you know that website for glamour combinations. Anyways,
it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, yeah.
Regardless, like this will allow you, if you like equipping just full sets, like prescribed sets, you can combine them into one item and put that in your glamour dresser, and it takes up one item.
That's insane.
That's awesome. As a person, Eorzea collection. Thank you, Laz. Appreciate it.
Eorzea collection. That's it. I knew Eorzea was in the name.
As a person that really likes doing sets, this like screamed to me like, oh, you have just saved yourself like hundreds of glamour spots, because like all of my shit is outfits that are prescribed sets.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all about that. So yeah, stores of specific combinations can be projected onto gear or added to glamour plates. Will primarily support level 1 glamour at this time. So they'll expand and get to it. That's fine. You must possess the entire ensemble of specified gear to store it as an outfit glamour. Cool. All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get to like, hey, artifact gear set. Boom. One item.
Yeah.
Post it on you. Be dope. And they showed here, you got to make sure you have all 5 pieces, and boom, you'll have just one slot. That's awesome. You can now copy settings to another character. Did you know that now?
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's good for people who play alts.
Yeah. I mean, like you have your stuff set up the exact way you want it to be on Piers. Copy. Yeah. Put it over on Lenneth.
I'm sure there are a few things on Lenneth that are different from Piers that I don't even realize. And but if I do this, I'll be like, oh yeah,
copy paste done. Yeah. Your HUD, your macros even. Config settings and more can be copied to another character.
Good.
They all need to be on the same Square Enix account and on the same device. That sounds a little weird, but I mean, you could transfer that from like PlayStation to PC to Xbox anyways.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's weird.
Anyways, due to this update, you can now display 10 quests at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a lot of space on the right side of my screen.
That is a lot of real estate on your screen.
maybe let's shrink it down a little bit. I don't know. Tilt configuration. You can now show character tilting while turning. You can enable or disabled as you desire. Honestly, like I was a little unnerved about the whole tilting thing when it first, but now I really like it, and like I don't want it to go away.
It depends on the mount. I think it looks really stupid on some mounts, but I think it looks better on others. So I think it really comes down to how you're feeling at the time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate it. So to be able to turn it off, yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. Graphical update adjustments starting with patch 7.1. Character related feedback will be addressed. So they've they've taken feedback on tweaks and things of certain things. So they're going to implement that with 7.1, which is good. And they're going to give everyone an additional 5 Fantasia. Awesome. Yay. More Fantasia for me not to use.
I feel like there's got to be something important that's coming with this graphic update, like addressing feedback. They wouldn't be giving us a free Fantasia unless something big was coming. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think a Fantasia is an easy drop in the bucket.
But they just gave us a free one from a quest. And they usually only give us like a Fantasia if like they're adding a new race or adding a new something, or you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there are people that Fantasia so much, like I don't think it's that big a deal for them. Like, it's just...
I just feel like something bigger is coming. Like some adjustment is coming that like might throw people off, or maybe want people to change or something. I don't know.
Boogers that's coming out of Lalafels from now on.
Sure.
Or maybe Yoshi P. It's like, hey, truly, Lalafels have no souls. Just letting you know, it's canon.
We're deleting the race from the game completely. In fact, they are all canonically just disappearing.
And replacing it with Mamulja.
Yes, correct. Everything is now Mamulja. Yes. Embrace.
So this is where we get the calendar that just. All right, so November 12th, 7.1. Okay. Unfortunately, then 2 weeks after that is the 26th, which we get the ultimate. That unfortunately in these states is Thanksgiving week. Oh, that just fucking blows. Like I know there's some hardcore people, but like really, like those with families that wanted to do this, like that's fucked.
I know that they cannot base the entire schedule around our holidays. I get it. But at the same time, could like just delay it one singular week. Would anybody have been that fucking pissed off about it? Whatever. Sorry, I just knocked my camera. Whatever.
He's so mad. The violence. Custom deliveries. Wako Meki, 7.15. 17th. 1 week after Cloud of Darkness, December 24th.
Christmas MFing Eve. They want us to be rating this stupid fucking content. Like what? That is like literally a like worldwide holiday for a lot of people. It's pretty big in Japan too. Yeah. They like to go get KFC chicken. I don't get it. Maybe we need to eat KFC chicken on Christmas.
I'm kind of thinking about it.
Maybe they've got the idea all along.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are they thinking?
Christmas Eve, I need you guys to be playing on Cloud of Darkness.
Yeah. Smart. So thanks, Yoshi. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
And then January 21st, we get the additional role quests. Yay. Showing off some new gear. These are from the weapon contest.
These are the joke weapons. Where are we getting these? That's my question. Where are we getting these?
In my opinion, MGP.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
This is absolutely MGP stuff. Like these are winners, right? They're going to put these in the game?
Yeah, these are in the game. Yeah.
Okay. Like, I mean, that's kind of funny. A soup pot and a ladle. Fucking ladle. I mean,
yeah,
that's dope.
Big bowl max.
Yeah, that's.
Or that's like the puffer fish axe. Yeah, puffer fish. Axe,
yeah.
That actually looks less joke and more cool. Am I crazy?
No, you're not. Looks very flowery, but I mean, still like.
That's somebody's vibe out there. The cherry blossom sword or something.
Cherry blossom greatsword, like it's kind of crystally but blossomy and pink. So yeah, that's dope.
The continuation of Dark Knight getting the most sick weapons and like the worst gameplay. Yeah.
Shark tooth. Ha ha ha.
Again, kind of sick. Not gonna lie, that's pretty dope.
I actually thought of Titus when I saw this. I don't know why.
I could see that. I could see Titus using that. Yeah.
This needs to be on all my monks from now on. Like, not gonna lie, this is fucking awesome.
I think I have the minion. What's it? It's like the general or something.
Yeah, the general. Yeah. This is fucking dope. Like, I need this on my monk, and this is a permanent climber.
It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
What
is this? Is this corn?
I think this is corn, and I think this is dragoon. I think, pretty sure.
What does Fat Cat have to do with corn?
I don't think it has anything. I think it's just
Put Fat Cat on weapon, instantly win design contest. That's what that is.
Yeah, Fat Cat hiding in
Fat
corn.
Cat cool, haha, so cute.
Or
XD.
is that? I mean, is it a?
It could be like a feather. I legitimately have no idea what that is.
Or a sharp piece of lettuce.
It could be like a cat toy, maybe. Like, you dangle it over the cat and they play with it, bro. Fork and knife.
Fork and knife. I mean,
we'll see a lot. We're seeing a lot
of that. We're seeing a lot of utensils here. So that's ninja. This is samurai. The
kind of dope. I want to see it unsheathed.
I want to see it. Yes, I want to see this.
Is it just a blade unsheathed. Or because it's kind of cool? Because like. That's kind of a thing. Like, I think samurais back in the day kind of did
ninjas cannot have good weapons, Chad. I'm sorry.
It's a fork and a knife. Those are kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. But having the secret, sword in the umbrella, kind of dope. Not going to lie.
Yeah, we'll see what it is when we get to it, huh? Nutkin on a tree branch. I mean,
they could have just like put this as like a tome weapon, and I wouldn't even like look the other way. Like this is just like a bard bow.
Not gonna lie, I feel your thought on Fat Cat. Like just add Nutkin, win contest.
Correct. Yeah. There's ways to do that.
Yeah. Machinist weapon though.
I like it.
Kind of based. Not gonna lie.
Kind of cool. I like how they like gave him like the Blues Brothers outfit too.
The Blues Brothers, yeah, and just like boom, shotgun full of roses. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck this is. Like, what is on this chakras? I mean,
I think they're bombs. I think they're bombs on the end of them, and that's why he's kind of got like the summer outfit on.
Okay.
Because you know how like in the summer event we would always go like kill the bombs.
It's kind of cool looking. It looks like it would be a legit weapon.
Again, yeah, not very jokey. It's not a fork and a knife.
To take on a luau fire dancer thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I feel that now. Scree.
Again. Add Ronkin. Serpent of Ronka.
Yep.
Win contest. Correct. Why is the Serpent of Ronka on top of a bunch of cups? Who gives a shit? It's the Serpent of Ronka. Put her in your weapon. Win the contest.
Yep. In cups attached to a spoon.
Yes.
I
don't know.
Summoner. It's carbuncles. Thematically, I guess it works. Sure.
How is that a joke weapon? Legit, like again, tome weapon right there. Could just be tome weapon.
Artifact weapon, even like it's carbuncles.
Or artifact weapon, yeah.
Umbrella. See umbrella.
Umbrella and drippy.
Yes. You can't really see it. It's hard to see, but that is drippy, right there. Very
boy
very
about
vague.
to get dripped out with drippy. I actually do
like,
kind of like it.
Maybe drippy will rain on you, and that's why you need the umbrella stuff.
Yeah.
Cheesecake on a fork. Not gonna lie, love it.
That's kind of cool.
Absolutely,
I like that.
fucking love it. I love cheesecake. Looks great.
I like it.
Okay,
that's cool.
The scholar book looks fucking cool. Stained glass, Eos and Celine. Rest in peace, Celine. But
Celine
best fairy. Yes. Yeah, it's great.
Very sick.
This is fucking sick.
Very sick.
This is Astrologian globe, and apparently the snow does actually fall in the globe.
Yeah, they kind of went cracked, like above and beyond with this one, dude.
Like whoever had that thought, man, awesome, great job.
Reaper Scythe kind of made.
I don't.
It's very much Scarecrow, right?
It's very much Scarecrow / like Nightmare Before Christmas kind of feel.
Yeah. So there's a market for that for somebody out there. It's just not my vibe.
I mean, that plus like a Halloween outfit, be dope.
True. Yeah, for sure.
That is some fine cutlery. I mean, we got a whole set. Like, looks like a dinner fork, a salad fork, spoon, knife.
The only thing I care about is the fact that it is one of the diagonal.
It is. It is a pendulum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Viper.
Is that a fork and a knife? I can't believe it.
Fork and a knife. Like,
I can't believe it.
Like, and it's a fucking basic fork and knife. Like the
it
ninja,
is very basic.
The ninja set is better than this.
It's kind of hilarious.
Poor Vipers. All right.
Again, that could just be a weapon.
Pictos. I mean, this looks more Christmassy. I don't know. It looks like a wreath.
I get. Yeah, that is kind of like a wreath, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I would use that.
It's just the Pictomancer weapon. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's a brush and a palette. So, Blue Mage, bouquet of flowers.
Sure. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be like a magic wand, and you know how like magicians would like a bouquet would come out of their magic wand.
Then,
I think it's supposed to be that.
I see it. I see it now. All right, we're running out the end. We're getting to the QVC portion.
Well, look, we're actually getting glamour sets in Final Fantasy 14. Like, if it was in Brave Exvius, like Brave Exvius gets Wook Lamont. Who gives a shit? But like in actual 14, we're getting some glamour, even if it looks kind of mid. Not gonna lie, but it's glamour.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a little bit more grandiose. Like it looks better in the sprites down below than it does in the actual 14 game.
100%. It could die amazing, and the one on the right just looks like it could be a white mage.
That could just
armor.
be a white mage level 60 artifact armor. Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
New art book. You get Aaronville. I need to buy that. I actually need to buy the previous one.
Wind up Eleneshpia, dude. Let's
go. Yeah, buddy. I think I need to name my next character Eleneshpia. It's pretty dope.
Do it.
This one's already out. I will not be getting it. I will be missing out on Zero, and that makes me super sad. If you have a code for Zero and you would like to sell it to me for a reasonable price, maybe we can come to an arrangement.
You just not buy it out of principle because you can like get the music pretty much everywhere else. Like you can just listen to whatever song you want on YouTube.
I will buy the art books because I will go into those art books and I will flip through them and look at this. Like I will use them. I will not use a Blu-ray soundtrack. I just won't. I won't use it. So like to spend $60-$70 on a soundtrack for a fucking minion. No.
Yeah, you're just paying for the minion.
I'm not paying $60-$70 for a goddamn minion or whatever the price is.
But it's Zero.
It is Zero, and it makes me super sad that I will not get her. Piers, did you know that when you go camping, you are missing out on the best?
I effing saw this.
You are missing out on life, my friend, when you don't have 14 in your camping gear.
You know, there's a bit that my favorite streamer of all time, Vinny Vinesauce, did when he was playing Earthbound, and he was talking about how he would go to the grocery store and he would see like when a new Star Wars movie was about to come out, and you would just see like Star Wars Yoda oranges or like R2D2 Band-Aid. It's like the same shit here. What is this? What is this?
This is Square Enix going stupid. They're just going stupid. They need to just plaster whatever they can to make money because their games are not meeting expectations because they don't know how to manage their fucking game expectations. So they got to plaster their shit on everything.
Bro, this is 10 years too late for the Final Fantasy 15 camping collab. Like if this was 15, sure, going out with the boys, going camping. That's the whole point of 15.
Like Coleman chest and yes. Yeah, dope. Bro. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah, pre-order though on the November 15th. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Thanks.
Yep. And then lastly, like, I'm sorry, like these are kind of cool.
They look sick.
They look sick.
I'm not paying that much money for them.
Okay, so this is Flibustière à Paris X Final Fantasy 14 Online, and these are bracelets for the 3 grand companies. It looks pretty high quality. Like I was like, I am a little suspect on like the elastic underneath the beads or whatever it is. Maybe it's a wire. Yeah. I don't know. It looks pretty good. If I I'm an Immortal Flame, but like I would buy the Maelstrom bracelet.
The Maelstrom one, red and black, bro. Come on.
It looks great. But when I saw the price, I was like, 29,800 yen. What does that translate to? It seems like that's high. One bracelet in US dollars is $195. You could buy 3 full-priced, does not meet expectation video games for the price of one bracelet.
No thanks.
Negative Roger. Not gonna happen. Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, that was the end of the MSQ. That was the live letter. Got it down in a nice tight 2 hours and 18 minutes. Woo! We did it, my friend. You know what's coming next week, right?
Patch notes.
Jobs. We're gonna talk jobs.
Well, okay. Here, what do we do though? Do we wait for the what we could do is we could wait for patch notes and see what they do to the jobs, and then talk about the jobs then. Because the shit that we say on like Sunday could just be completely fucking wrong by the time the next patch comes out.
I mean, fair.
So that's the question.
Okay. We'll wait for patch notes. So full patch notes. That would be after. That would be Monday then.
It would be another Monday.
Yeah.
But I think we would get full patch because they're not doing a 24-hour maintenance. They said that.
Yeah.
I
mean, they don't really need to. So.
No, I wouldn't think so either. But like, when do you think we would get full patch notes then? It would have to be after the game goes down but when's the game going down? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll play it by
We have to check.
Yeah, so it'll be next week, Monday. We'll have our next episode. I got 15 minutes to get to Dynamis. I gotta travel to Dynamis for this trial.
Oh Jesus! Yeah. Seriously?
Yeah, and we'll see how well Tark remembers what he did for DSR.
So. PlayStation. PlayStation. Yeah. PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just know that. Yeah.
I just remember that and like the spots for the charging AoE shenanigans. Anyways, Piers, where can people find you, my friend?
Keep it short and sweet because you can't find me anywhere. I'm a goddamn ninja, except I'm not a ninja. I'm a red mage.
Reaper.
I think my ninja's level 100. A Reaper? Yeah, I'm a
red
Reaper.
Mage, Reaper, monk, warrior,
something
dancer.
Like that. Sometimes dancer. Dancer's kind of fallen by the wayside because fizz range. God help fizz ranged. Yeah. God should help fizz ranged. Actually, I think they'll get a pretty decently sized buff coming this.
We'll see.
Patch. Anyway, I'm going to shut the hell up and say that you can find me radio_Piers on Twitch if I ever stream ever for any reason. I want to stream more. It's just, man, having a life sucks.
I know, especially in a social life.
Yeah, my social life definitely exists. But no, seriously, sometimes. I do want to stream more. Sometimes it does. I do want to stream more. So if you do, like, throw me a follow. And if I go live, come hang out. But if not, like, you'll find me on Final Fantasy 14 a lot. I'm usually playing the game. Piers Harvey, that's my name. You can find me on Leviathan, Primal Data Center. Come say hi. Look, if you're PvPing, because that's going to be the new hotspot for PvP. Come say hi to Piers. Maybe I'll hop in a Frontlines match with you.
You know what? I'm going to tell you is that I see you play a lot of games, right? I know that you play a lot of games, and you're like stoked about these games that you're playing. But you never stream them. You could just like, you know what? I'm just going to stream and just do it.
Yeah, it's a conversation we can get into later. It's one of those things where like I don't want to continue the game unless I'm on stream, but sometimes I don't want to be on stream, but I want to play the game. It's one of those things.
No, fair.
Anyway,
I have my non-stream games. I have my non-stream games.
Exactly.
See,
But anyway, I have no social media. I'm not on Twitter or X or whatever the hell they're calling it today. And maybe I'll get one someday. But anyway, I know you have all of that stuff. So why don't you go ahead and inform the masses where they can find you if they want to talk to you or interact.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all at Tarkoth Gaming. It's right there. Tarkoth Gaming. Whee! So yeah, all the places streaming Final Fantasy 14 most days of the week. I have gotten away from 14 for quite a bit. I was doing Dark Souls. I need to finish that up. Playing Silent Hill 2. That's fucking dope as shit. I've never played Dark Souls, or not Dark Souls. Well, I hadn't played Dark Souls, but Silent Hill, I didn't play the original. So this remake has been like awesome at the hospital. So that's been awesome. And then, you can find me on Ready Check Raideo Saturday nights. Currently playing Jedi Survivor. Wasn't going last weekend because of illness, but should be back this next Saturday. So until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Stay safe. End of line.
Farewell.
Goodbye, my friends. Bye.